partner, venture partner at Draper Dragon Fund, and Ayush developers. We will be calling in our participants, and our judges will be, judging them on the uniqueness, about if it's a Web3 fit or not, uh, uh, about the feasibility of the product, and what the value proposition is. They will be giving them scores, and after the session, we will be announcing the winners. There's a grant for 5,000 USD. The first winner will be getting 2,500 USD. Second winner will be getting 1,500 USD, and the third winner will be getting $1,000 as grant money. As every participant will be getting 4 minutes to pitch, and then 2 minutes for Q&A from our judges if they want any questions asked. That would like our first team to call upon Abhishek from Secured App. If you just raise your hand, I'll bring you on stage. If he's not there, we can move on to the next one, Joseph from Wallet Hunters. Guys, please raise your hand so I can get you here. Right. Can I have Team DPI is here? I might have a network lag. Yes.
Hey,
Hey, Joseph.
hi everyone. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can.
Okay, awesome. So let me share my screen. Looking for an option to share my screen.
Can you see it on the bottom right?
Yes. Can you see my screen?
Yes, Joseph, you can see your screen. And you're starting your timer.
Perfect. Let me know when it starts.
It started. You can start now.
Okay, perfect. So I'm building Wallet Hunter. We're building the Salesforce for Web3. So there's a problem with the Web3 marketing and the growth space. So most of the Web3 marketing is right now ATL based or influencer marketing, and there is very few targeted options available, which makes the Web3 growth a very expensive space. So the problem is the unique identifier onto which all the marketing automation tools of the Web2 was based on email address and phone number. But in Web3, it's basically wallet address. So what we are doing is we are profiling the wallet addresses for targeted delivery. We'll be segmenting and profiling the wallet addresses based on their on-chain activities. So I'll give a demo of the UI. So this is what a client can come on to our platform and check which are the chains that they're targeting. Is their customers into new tokens, their frequencies, how are they reachable by, then are they into trading, are they into exchanges, are they into governance? For example, we worked with a client who wanted to find people based out of India who have at least got $100 plus in their wallet addresses and who are interested in crypto trading. And we can identify the number of people that matches the profile, and then see how we can reach out to these wallet addresses. That's essentially what the tool does. Going back to the slide, the portion of the product is basically we analyze the on-chain data where we profile the wallet addresses, which can be used by marketing agencies, DAOs, brands, NFT projects for creating marketing campaigns. So we do the campaigns majorly by airdrop and wallet-to-wallet messaging with creating a customer journey for the wallets. So this in turn leads to community growth, which reflects back onto the chain. We'll be picking it from there. So with respect to the market size, so in 2021, around 12 billion to 25 billion dollars was spent just for marketing alone by Web3 projects, and that is exponentially growing year on year. So in a similar land space, we have Addressable and we have Absolute Labs, On Profiler, Blaze. With Blaze, these are the similar projects, but all of them are in their early stage beta phase. So I mean, we are in the beta phase. We are working with around 23 clients right now. Coming to the team, we are a 2-person team. So I handle everything with respect to business, partnerships, marketing, and my co-founder Kritika, she handles the data science part of it, the data analytics part of it, and the technology, entire technology is handled by Kritika. And we have an advisor and an early investor, which is Dipansh, who is the co-founder of Polkadot. So like he's been with us since the start of the journey. So yeah, this is our team. So this is our full team, and yeah. So basically, that's about Wallet Hunter, and would like to take your questions now.
Thank you, Joseph. Akshay, Ayush, any questions for him?
Yeah, so Joseph, I think very easy to understand, right? So, I could get what you're building. Would love to understand what the traction looks like at the moment, if you've been able to do this for any brands or marketeers already.
Yeah, so we are working with 23 clients till now. Like as of today, we work with 23 clients. And with respect to revenue, we are revenue positive, but I don't want to disclose the brand names or the numbers on a street platform. Yeah.
Got it. Got it. So just on the top of my head, what is the number that you shared?
The monthly revenue?
I mean, any number of clients that you've serviced, and
23.
what's the average size?
Total 23 clients. So initially we started with, we have clients we pay $50 and also clients who have like, $10,000 plus. So we have like across the ranges. So like, we don't do anything for free. So that's something we have strongly held. We don't do like paid projects.
Very cool, very cool. Congratulations, Joseph, for being able to get the first 20 odd clients. Would love to also understand what's the time period that they came in. How long have you been offering these services?
Okay, so I started out as a freelancer for Web3 growth. So that is how I actually came up with this project. There was no targeting options available. So as a marketer who was used to a lot of targeted options in like Web2, like it was very frustrating to not find one. So I did it on a personal basis for the clients that I was freelancing for. And then from there, we came up with a solution because a lot of clients actually wanted this particular solution. So since January of this year, we have been full-time working on it. And we had clients since last August for this tool. Like, but we get formed as a company and an idea came in this Jan to March.
Got it. Thanks, Joseph.
Yeah.
I have like two questions. So one, you mentioned that there are some other competitive landscape in the market, and although like they are in the alpha stage and you guys are in the beta stage. So what makes you unique in the market? Like if there are other competitive products in the market, what makes you unique?
On the question, honestly, to have explained, so all the products that are in the beta phase, they haven't launched it yet, so cannot comment on the feature wise. But the team wise, what I can comment is we are working from the day one, working with clients, understanding their requirements, and that's why we want to make sure like we build something that the clients need. That's something that we consider ourselves as a USP, because we don't. There's a couple of companies who went to the investment route on building the product. So we thought like we'll go for the organic route with clients. So we build always what the clients needs. But with respect to the features, honestly, I can't comment on it because everyone is kind of trying to do a similar thing. So
okay. And my next question is how do you use the Polkadot ecosystem in your product?
So we have been working with we have started working with the people from the Polkadot chains of Polkadex and Jure. So that's why we have started the segmenting and profiling the wallet addresses on the chain. So we can maybe create as an integrated part of the system where any of the para chains can actually use this product. We want to explore that, how it can be integrated within it, find the similar audiences and stuff like that.
Okay. Okay. Thank you. Over to you, Mano.
Manav, can you hear me? Thank you so much.
Hello.
I think I'll take my leave.
Yes, Manav, we can hear you.
Yeah, am I audible?
Manav, now you're audible.
Now you are audible, yeah.
Now you aren't. Probably Manav.
Hello.
Manav, you can type it out in the chat. I'll read it for everyone.
Hello, am I audible?
Yes, Abhishek, I can hear you.
Yes, Abhishek.
Hi.
Yeah.
Hi, hello. I'll just see the presentation tab and then I'll start. Where can I find? Yeah, I can see it here.
Go for it. Good luck, Abhishek.
Thank you.
There is a lag at my.
Shall I go ahead? Is it visible?
Yes, Abhishek, it's visible. Please go ahead.
Hey, hi, my name is Abhishek and I'm the co-founder of Secured App. Thank you, Polkadot and Blockchain India, for giving us this opportunity to present today. Without taking much of time, I'll directly set the context. With the emergence of blockchain technologies, there have been adoption of Web3 technologies a lot, and that has opened the opportunities for transparency, security, and efficiency. With that, we directly get into the problem statement. We find that 95% of the Web3 projects are unable to raise via token. Average cost of token creation itself is $300. While on the other side, almost 93% of dApps have some vulnerabilities and are not audited but deployed. And the cost of the token, cost of the audit project is 7,000 average USD. With this, we say that securing your Web3 journey, so you focus on building. Secured App is here to take care of that. What we have come up with two product. First is a Solidity Shield. It is an AI powered. Hello.
Manav, I think there's delay on your end. We can hear Abhishek fine.
Yeah. So Solidity Shield, it is an AI powered vulnerability detection application.
Yes,
while the second product is Secure Pad, which is an world's first zero-fee token launchpad. I would like all of you to have a look at the the glimpse of the product. So hence we are saying that launch your token at 0 fee in less than 30 seconds. I'd like to demonstrate a video. Moving forward, I'll talk about the product in detail. Solidity Shield is an AI-powered vulnerability detection application for smart contract. It can detect more than 100 vulnerabilities within 60 seconds of launch. It is completely automated, and we feel that the future of audit is product. Now, second product, which is SecurePad, is world's first zero-fee security prominent token launchpad. Here, anybody can come, create, manage end-to-end lifecycle of a token within 30 seconds. It is a multi-chain product. So far, this is the in terms of traction, more than 150 projects have been scanned using Solidity Shield. We have found 1,000 plus vulnerabilities. The cost of audit we have been able to bring down from $7,000 to $3,000. And about 40 million is all what we say that we have been able to protect via with our services. In terms of community, we are about 1,500 plus developers community, 2,000 plus followers on LinkedIn, and about 100K reach people have reached via our Twitter handle. So this is the interesting part, a huge market to secure and launch. While on the security side, the market is going to be about to be 10.3 billion by 2026. On the other side, which is about token launchpad, the market is going to be about 20 billion by 2026. So together, what we are trying to address is about 30 billion size of market by 2026. Let's talk a bit about founders. Himanshu and me. Himanshu comes with a MTech degree from IIT Kanpur, and he has got 6+ years of blockchain and smart contract experience. He has been building Web3 projects and dApps since last many years. And I come with the 15+ years of marketing and growth. I have been into startup ecosystem and been doing marketing for a lot of established startup in India. Moving forward, these are the partners or the clients which we have already partnered with us, and we are working very closely with them. Thank you. With this, I would like to conclude, and I am open to questions.
Sure. Abhishek, thanks for the presentation. I wanted to understand a bit about the security or the vulnerability side product, right? So for me, I wanted to learn about what are the kind of vulnerabilities that you scan for, one. Two, is that dynamic and does that happen in an automated fashion?
Yes, so it is. It can do check out recurrency attack. It can check out gas issues, and it is dynamic as well as static. So any projects which goes through it is able to detect it and showcase the vulnerabilities. Meanwhile, we are also training our product because new bugs are coming up. So we have been training our product, and we believe that this is going to be a continuous process for a product to keep learning and detecting new bugs or hacks or vulnerabilities.
Sorry, Abhishek. I think I wasn't able to hear you clearly. So you mentioned about gas issues, and what was the other?
Recurrency attacks.
Recurrency.
There are much more. I have a co-founder who is technical. He would be the right person to talk more technical. But yeah, this is what it catches.
Sure. Thank you. And what about traction? Can you share a bit about things that you've already been able to do with the tool, or what the stage of the tool is at the moment?
Yeah. So we have been working on this tool, and recently we have launched the alpha. We have let everybody use it for free of cost. That is what our premium approach. We want everybody to scan, come, try this out, and maybe in future we'll monetize it. In terms of traction, more than 150 projects have been scanned. So they just upload the project and scan it, and in return, what we get is the email ID that who has done it. Correct. Out of that, we have been able to identify 1,000 plus vulnerabilities and highlight it to them. One more insight that we have got is there out of that, there are few companies which has come up for a manual audit, which we did it obviously while monetizing it.
This is interesting, Abhishek. I'd quickly ask if Ayush has any questions, or I have a couple. Then I'll take those otherwise.
I have just one question, Abhishek. I really like this part, but I just want to know, is there any limitation? We can upload only the Solidity based project, or we can only upload the Polkadot projects, or we can upload like any project.
Absolutely. So it supports all the EVM compatible projects. And we believe Polka also has started using in few of the project Solidity. So it can detect those also. In future, we would be training it for more chains.
Okay, over to you, Akshay.
Yeah, so Ayush, on the business side, I had some questions, right? So in terms of the 150 teams that you were able to get onboarded or scans for, I wanted to know what has been the approach to reaching out to these teams, and who is the stakeholder that you have to get the buy-in from. That will allow me to understand, one, the sales process. Two, I think connected question is, in the future, how do you see this monetize? Is there something that you can expect from a price point? I do see some other tools available already, so maybe that were possible ways to look at from a data point perspective of what you could charge from these teams.
Okay. So to answer first part of your question, which is about how do we reach out to the projects which have so I think I said that the only thing that we get is about the email. That is what we were trying to capture, and that too in the very first month we didn't do that. So we allowed everybody to scan without that, and by the time we realized that okay, we are not capturing the number, it was little late for us. But then we came up with the email. Now they have to verify their email. There is a OTP which goes. After that, what we do is we start reaching out because we know that they have a project and they have scanned it through our email channel. So this is what one way of reaching it out. We do not have a mobile number, do not have a Telegram ID, but since we have an email, we are trying to figure out that if they revert, we will strike a conversation. If they do not revert, we 2 or 3 times is what we keep reaching them. Second part of your question was about how are we going to monetize it. So at present, Akshay, what we had thought is first we will make it freemium, let everybody use it. Once they use it, and if they feel that okay, there are vulnerabilities which cannot be fixed, they will come to us for a manual. That was our first approach. But we are also pivoting in the process, and what we are thinking is maybe in future, very soon, for this audit also, we will charge very minimal, say about $49 or $99, so that anybody or any developer working at night do not have to worry a lot about their audit and the cost of audit. So they can scan, they can know that, oh, these are the vulnerabilities which needs to be fixed. And this, so we will have 2-3 SaaS model plan, and say about zero for one scan. If you want a more than one scan, $49. If you want more than that, $99 with audit report you want, so that you can publish to your investors or community, then obviously $99. So this is what we have planned. We are yet to work it out, like implement it.
I am sorry, guys. The time is up. I'll have to stop the Q&A here. Right. Thank you, Abhishek.
Thank you.
Thanks, Akshay. Thanks, Ayush. All right. Our next team is Jatin, and I'm bringing him on stage. Hey, Jatin. Jatin, you are on mute. No, Jatin, you're not audible. You may have to join again. While Jatin joins again, let's move on to the next idea, which is the Volt. We have Rajesh here from the team presenting the idea.
Okay, I'm back. Am I audible now?
Yes, you're audible, Jatin.
I'll just turn off my camera because there's some network issues over here. So I'll share my screen. Is that fine?
Yes, you can. That's fine.
So hey Akshay, hey Ayush and hey Manav. Just share my screen and show you the presentation.
All right, just give us a minute. We have another, the third.
Okay, that's fine.
also.
That's fine. That's fine.
Yeah, you can start now.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm starting your timer.
Yeah.
Please start. Your screen is not visible yet, though. Sorry.
Is it visible now?
Yes, it's visible now.
Yeah. So have you all ever went into such problems getting server issues when doing UPI payments or any type of digital payments? Worry not. We are introducing a new revolutionized payments with decentralization in the Polkadot blockchain. So yeah, introducing decentralized payment interface. The problem with centralized payment is it has a single point of failure. So it can create insecurity or security problem because hacking is more prevalent in centralized systems. Then there is lack of control. So we have our own money in the banks and still don't have control over it. Then the transaction speeds are slow, and again it involves many middlemen and server failures, as I mentioned. So here is our solution: a decentralized payment interface with the concept of air-gapped wallets. So an air-gapped wallet, which I'll tell in a brief, is nothing but a wallet which is offline on a device. So we are leveraging this technology to create an offline transaction-based wallet. So it is a revolutionary approach on which you can transact tokens in an offline mode. This is a short demo of how it works. So your private keys would be stored on your device itself, and any transaction to be happening on the device has to choose the receiver side. The receiver's account has to be chosen and the amount is transferred to the person using Bluetooth. This is my architecture. We'll be using Bluetooth just as we use checks or hand up checks to people. So the original transaction will happen only after connecting offline. Initially, during the offline transaction, the amount which has been fetched onto the wallet will be deducted from the basically the wallet's amount and then would be transferred to the receiver. The receiver would get this amount and a timestamp. So it will solve the double spending problem as well. Then whenever these devices come online, they'll initiate the smart contracts and the real token exchange would take place at that time. Yeah. So our revenue model is a freemium model. Anybody can make accounts for free and do transactions, but in the online way. For using offline, you have to take a premium plan, which is based on pay as you go or a subscription based model. This is the market size. As we all know, we all use digital payments every day. So in the US, 18.5% of the total payments are done digitally. So using cryptocurrency, we can totally change how the transactions happen in the real world and make it more secure. So this is our amazing team. It is me, Jatin Iyer, Himanshu Sharma, Mohammad Shoaib, and Tiyat Nisar. We are a team of front-end and back-end developers, mostly experienced in Web 2, but now have jumped to Web 3 and we can develop better applications and make good for this country. So thank you for patiently listening to this, and I'm open to questions.
Thank you, Jatin. Akshay, Ayush, you have any questions from Team DPI?
Sir, you're not audible, sir.
No, Akshay, we can't hear you. All right. So while Akshay is trying to sort this out, Ayush, you have any questions for them?
Yeah, like so how basically you're using this Polkadot ecosystem in your product?
Yeah. I couldn't get your question, sir. Can I hear it again, please?
And how you are using the Polkadot ecosystem in your product?
Yes, sir. So we'll be using the Akala parachain to deploy our smart contract. So with the help of offline off-chain workers, we are going to process the transactions that are going to happen in the online phase.
Okay. And for the question, wait for a second.
Sir, your audio is little distorted.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, sir.
No, like I said, like I have no further question. Like maybe we can wait for Akshay.
Okay.
He has any question?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yes, sir. We can hear
Yeah,
you.
we can hear you now. Yeah.
Yeah. So I think I will risk you sharing a core part again. I'm sorry to put you through a thing. I was facing the network challenge.
Yes,
I just wanted to see, how did you create the solution? Can you take me through that again once, please?
Yeah. Just a second. The screen visible, sir?
Yes, it's visible.
So our solution is basically like we are using the concept of an air-gapped wallet. So the wallet won't be connected to internet wholly, and the private keys of the person who's going to transact is being stored in the device itself. Now, what we are going to do is just like in real life, we hand over checks during an offline transaction. We'll just sign a transaction with a certain variable number and send it over to the receiver along with the timestamp. So the receiver can then open up the message using the public key of the sender and can get the amount. But originally the amount has not been credited into the wallet. It's just a virtual amount. Then after the devices go online, then the smart contracts will initiate the actual token transaction. Exactly.
Very, very interesting, Jatin. Jatin, I would love to understand, if you've done any surveys around how many, people are really bothered by this problem in the Web3 space.
Sir, the survey which I have done, most of the people actually don't bother about the thing because we have many solutions for that. But my thinking is that I can revolutionize payments not only for people in Web3, but everybody in the country. So like I am thinking that I can bring cryptocurrencies into every country so everybody has a mean to pay, because we have rupees, other countries have other denominations which they transact in. So my idea here or my intention here was to get everybody together.
Got it, Jatin. Thanks. Did you also see any other? So I think one key thing that you're looking at from a digital payments perspective is that I think not every country has, a counterpart to UPI.
Exactly.
Right. So I think you can look at, a Venmo for Web3 or a UPI for Web3 kind of a format, right? So I think that sounds to me as promising.
Yes,
I do
that
feel.
was my idea actually.
Got it. That makes sense. Thanks.
Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you,
I
Jatin.
have I have one more
Yes.
question,
Yes.
Mano. So you, Jatin, if I'm not wrong, you mentioned that the private key will be stored on the device, right?
Yes, sir.
What would happen if something happened with the device, like if device is lost,
So,
device is scratched?
sir, yeah. So just like how other cold storage wallets work, we can transfer any air-gapped wallet if you keep in an old device. How the parity signer people have made it is in the same way I'm going to implement. So I can transfer the private key to some other account, but with some security.
Okay. Yeah. Over to you, Manu. Yeah. Thanks, Jatin.
Thank you.
Thanks,
Thank you so much.
Jatin.
One thought, Manav. I think it'd be interesting, Jatin, to see if you can look at interoperability with fiat currencies in this context, right?
Yes, sir.
So expanding that ecosystem, I do understand that you mentioned something around which currencies, which ecosystems use. I think you want to cater to as many as possible, but I think
Yes.
focusing on those areas where this is not yet digitized, right? So for example, there was this whole story around I think it was Nigeria, where uh, there was this I think leapfrogging that happened in the telecom infrastructure, right?
Exactly.
They did not have I think the mobile network, or that was when other countries did, but then what they ended up doing was possibly using internet on the get go, which basically, before them getting to dial up, they essentially went to direct Wi-Fi or something. I think that happened. So I think piggy banking on a similar pattern could be interesting. I do feel like this is exciting to look at, but the strategy of how you cater to users is going to determine the results, in the initial term.
Yes, sir. I'll look into those things. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. Manu, you're on mute.
Thank you, Jatin. The next team is team Devolt, and we have Rajesh here from the team to present the idea. Hey, Rajesh.
Yeah, hi. Can you see my video now?
Yes, we can. You're audible also. You can share your PPT.
Yeah, 1 second. If you're looking to share right now, just a second.
Rajesh, can you see the share screen on the bottom right of your screen?
Yeah. I'm seeing right now. So it just takes more time to load, I guess. I'm not sure what is happening. Just a second. I'll do it. Well, can you see my screen right now?
Yes, Saurav, we can. Yes, Rajesh, we can see your screen. And your time starts now.
Yeah, sure.
You may start.
So hello, I'm Rajesh, and what I'm presenting is Devault. Devault is a secret management system. It provides features like you can securely share your secrets, and you can generate some secure passwords, and you have end-to-end encryption and more. So what is the problem with traditional secret management systems? So they usually share your secrets in cloud, which often comes with risks like data privacy, data risk, and it also exposes users' secrets to a single point of failure. So, and also they lack decentralization. They don't promote the values of decentralization. So that's why users fully don't hold the ownership of the data. And also, usually cloud-based storages have increased attack surface. For example, even without the awareness of users, the malicious actors may still be able to get unauthorized access through the acts that they know. So this is what we are trying to solve, and the solution is DVault. With DVault, true end-to-end encryption is assured because the encryption of your secrets happen in a purely secure environment that even your malicious actors can never be able to get access to your secrets or the encryption keys for your secrets. So decentralization, we leverage the privacy preserving nature of FARA network to offer a truly decentralized solution. And along with it, users have access to a data, like they can freely configure their access control to share their secrets with anyone that they want. And along with it, they also have secure storage for their secrets. And we provide cryptographic security for your secrets. Like we provide some strong encryption algorithms to keep your secrets secure. And as DVault is designed with privacy in mind, you are never you can never worry about like your data will be exposed to public or something like that through some hacks or some exploits or something. And we deploy state-of-the-art key management practices to always ensure that the encryption keys for your secrets are stored separately and or stored securely. And here is how it works from an user's point of view. They will just create an account and they will create a vault, and that's it. They are ready to upload the secrets. And once the secrets are uploaded, their secrets are immediately encrypted, and until and unless they get access, they kind of like log in and try to access the data, no one will be able to see the data. So here are the benefits that you get along with on top of secure storage. You can securely share your secrets, and you can generate some strong passwords, and you have the ability to sync your secrets across devices. And we also offer some customizations for your secrets that you can filter on the basis of tag feature that we provide along with your secrets. So the team, I'm the solo founder of this DVault. And to tell about myself, I'm currently doing an MSc in financial engineering, and I can code in Circum, Noir, and Python. And currently pursuing a ZK curriculum at ABCD Labs. Previously, I was a ZK fellow at Y Academy's ZK fellowship. So thank you.
Thank you, Rajesh. Any questions for him? Akshay, Ayush?
Nothing from my end, Manav.
Thank you. Ayush?
I have like one question there. Hi, Rajesh. There are many decentralized walls available in the market. Like what makes your product unique?
Well, can you come again? I'm sorry, I don't understand.
There are many decentralized vaults available. What makes your product as unique?
So basically, like I don't think I have seen many decentralized password like secret management systems as a whole, because I usually have seen some password management systems, but what I offer is that they can store whatever the secrets that they hold. The secrets can range from their simple login credentials to anything related to their ID itself. everything that is related to their personal privacy can be securely stored using the vault. They need not worry about the risk of getting their data being exposed to public, because it stems on the assumptions that the Fala network is secure, because Fala network kind of uses something called a trusted execution environment to make computations over the data. So if you kind of like encrypt your data, your secrets using the environment that I told now, there is almost no possibility of getting their data like exploited or something like that.
Okay. Thanks, Rajesh. Over to you, Manu.
Thanks, Rajesh. Thank you, Akshay. Thanks, Ayush. Yes, Rajesh, your time is done. We'll have the next one now. Next is Saurav, and they are here to present their ideas. Saurav, can you please accept the invite? Saurav, are you around? Since Saurav is not around, he's not accepted. We have Shubham here. Saurav, please accept the invite to come on stage. Not Saurav, Saurav. Shubham, are you around? You can also join. All right, we'll bring. Okay, so we have Vaibhav here from Clear Network. He will be presenting his idea. Vaibhav, are you ready?
Yeah. Am I audible?
Yes, you're audible.
Okay. So, hello everyone. I will just go ahead first share my screen.
Sure.
Yeah. Hello everyone. My name is Vaibhav Maheshwari and I'm going to be presenting Clio Network. So, let's understand the problem that I'm solving right now. The problem is that right now there are decentralized platforms and even the centralized ones. What they don't have is that their understanding of a user. Like even if you talk to someone who's operating a retail store and you ask him about their user, they know everything, like what their net worth would be, what their preference or what their choice would be, what kind of person would like what kind of clothes, for example. So the shops and even the retail stores have a extreme customer obsession, and that's why they're so successful. But when you look at the same in the digital world, that's not possible because there is lack of data there, and there is lack of insights on user behavior. So another problem that is right now, all this user insight was being generated on the basis of third-party cookies, and third-party cookies are slowly getting faded away. Both Google Chrome has decided to ban it post 24. At the same time, there are like Brave ad blockers that already block it right now, and these are not this is not a small number. Like the people who have ad blockers or people who have Brave installed, these are massive numbers, and so they go ahead and block it. So I will go ahead and then continue with my demo. So as I said, the user has to go ahead and install the extension. And as far as the organization is concerned, they need to fill this form. Now, what we are doing essentially is we are indexing browsing history. And so let's just say that there's a Polkadot, right? And Polkadot wants to figure out whether the person who has onboarded come on their platform is a developer. Is that person a Solidity developer? Is that person a Trust developer? Right? And is that person a front-end developer? So they can go ahead and say that whether this person has looked up github.com in the browsing history, indexed more than 10 times in the last 30 days. Now they can go ahead and personalize the experience for different kind of developers on their website. Just the ordering of the documentation, the docs, or just giving them the right video or the right tutorial or the right GitHub documentation to look at based on what kind of developer they are. Now, the next part would be to go ahead and manage it. For the user, we're not even changing any behavior. So this appears like a cookie pop-up. So there is this can be any text that you can type out. Then you can decide the width, or you can say like you want to have this a small width, and the height could be extended. And you can also change the alignment of the buttons as well. So this way, it can appear something like this on the sidebar of your page. You once this is done, you can go ahead and describe the intent, and you can say that this information is used to understand the developer and personalize the website according to the same. Right. And next we have the embed code. So we can just go ahead and copy paste this embed code. Once the embed code has been copy pasted, the website, imagine this is the website that has copy pasted that embed code on their website. The same cookie pop-ups that do right now. So accept, manage, reject would be the same way the way cookie pop-ups are right now, and the text is also customizable. So there's no downside for the organization to not integrate. But if they have Clio extension installed, they click accept, the user data gets transmitted directly. But if they click manage, they can go ahead and select the options that this initialize. And so this is whether this person has opened github.com, opened gmail.com, and select all if they have so. And once they do, click on accept, this data would be shared in a format of JSON, right? And the user would go ahead and claim. So over here, you can see the keyword has been github.com days 30, last 2 times, the result is true. That means that I have visited github.com in last 30 days more than 2 times, right? So this is false. Let's just Twitter watch Guru 30 times, and the result is false. And this is happening live right now on my own browsing history. So again, this again shows you the connected sites. And if I go over here, you can see exactly what information you have shared previously with them, and also the intent of that information. So yeah, that's it from my side. I would also talk about
I'm sorry, but time is up for pitching. I'll open it up for questions now.
Okay, sure.
Thank you.
Yeah, I just want to add that we already have a couple of customers onboarded. We are talking to a couple of customers right now.
Got it. So I think you just answered my question. That was one. Two, I wanted to understand the intent. Can we check or verify if the mentioned intent is aligning with the cookie is actually doing?
Yes, exactly. So that's where the payment part comes. So the person would have to pay some Clio tokens, stake some Clio tokens, organization, when they write the intent. And if that intent is violated, decided by our governance scheme, then the person who claimed that wrongdoing would get that intent. But otherwise, it's staked. And when they stop using the service, they can remove that stake tokens.
Yeah, I know of Slice to be, attempting a similar problem. Would love to, hear about how you're different from them and if there are any other, such initiatives.
Well, first of all, I don't think anyone is doing it with A, browser history, and B, with cookie pop-ups. So the fundamental aspect is that we want to do it with cookie pop-ups, so the user experience doesn't change at all. The second is that the users would get some rewards, but the reward is not the idea, right? So when we went ahead and talked to Seven Cups is a website which does therapy online, and what they said is that they don't know which individual to prioritize on that order. So they said that they have people who are suicidal. How do they understand whether the person is suicidal or not? They go ahead and check if the person has searched the terms which a suicidal person would search of, right? And this becomes extremely use case for them, and they already have like a lot of users already. So if say 50% of their audience installs Clio extension and the website integrates with us, that already is a big number of transactions and wallet addresses that are happening on Polkadot and Clio network.
Got it. Thanks, Vaibhav.
Ayush, you have any questions?
No question from my side.
All right. Thank you, Vaibhav.
Yeah.
Okay, now next up is Saurav Singh. Hi, Saurav.
Hello, sir. Hello, sir. Am I audible?
Yes, you are audible.
Just a bit.
A minute. I think so by mistake Akshay got.
So is it like I can only share Chrome tab?
Yes, Saurav. You may share your screen.
Can you see this, sir?
We cannot see your screen yet, sir.
So can you see this now, sir?
Yes, we can.
Okay. So
Yes,
hello, everyone.
that's no.
Yeah. Hello, everyone. I'm Saurabh Singh. I'm currently a Java developer. So as you know, in today's interconnected world, the significance of independent and unbiased information is growing day by day. And the presence of independent organization and individual is crucial for maintaining a healthy information ecosystem. Hence, we are creating a platform called Genesis Gain. So, what is the problem that we saw in the current world? The first one is biased information. That means the information is favoring certain particular perspective. The other can be lack of direct interaction with the audience, means there is no single platform. The third one can be inadequate compensation for small independent creators. There is also a lack of transparency in finance, and there is narrative building by some handful big and powerful organizations. So what could be the solution for this? This can be a decentralized finance system. There can be a providing equal opportunity and public accessibility to everyone, and also continuing auditing and reviewing. Also maintaining sovereignty of individual as well as organization can one of the solution. So what is the feature that our platform provide? It provide direct audience interaction, immutable content ownership, transparent and decentralized finance inclusion, similar visibility for individual creator as well as big organizations, and multiple token scalability. So what could be architecture? Our project contain front-end interface. It contain blockchain layer. It contains smart contract as well as content management system. So what could be our market side? There are millions of NGOs, advocacy group. There are research institute and independent individual. So in this, a revenue model can be some percentage of the donation that are given to those independent entities. So our aim and goals is to make this platform as a hallmark for biased, unbiased, and independent work, and also community building. So there is a demo of our smart contract. Let me show you. We deployed our in contract in Fala network. Just wait. So this is our in contract that we deployed on Fala network. In this, a individual or organization can publish their research report and write an article or put their survey in this contract. So here, Saurabh, my account is publishing some content, and the other user like Alice and Bob here can read those documents and can fund, so that the organization or that individual creator can work without any influence. Where Alice is paying him 10 and Bob is paying that owner 20. So each user can also see the donor with their corresponding donation. Like here you can see the post that I posted and the donors with their corresponding donation. So total donation is 30 with 10 on the 10 by first donor and 20 by the second donor. So our team include me, Saurabh Singh. Yes, our team is me, Saurabh Singh, and Rahul Roy. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Saurav. Any questions for him?
Yeah, first of all, I think I'd like to compliment. I think the problem of unbiased content real, right? So I think we're definitely seeing problem that's rampant. In fact, I myself have also tried something. I've also looked at a few teams that are trying to do this. There was, in fact, an alliance called as Jeep Trust Alliance, which was trying to cater to this internationally as well. So I think there are definitely, this is a problem that exists out there worth looking into. I haven't looked at any models that have worked in this direction. I think crowdsourcing, content can be one way, and I think this is in the direction of that. So, have you looked at any possible attempts at solving this problem already, and have they worked or not? I would love to understand that.
If I consider my point of view on this, I consider mainly NGOs or big organization as my client. But if in practical purpose, if we are going to talk, but there are many limitations. Like these are mainly controlled by government and its law and its rules and regulations. If like you are calling about the crowdfunding, that is different from this one. Like in crowdfunding, they are not doing any independent research or something like that. But in this scenario, there are many things. Like there are organizations like who publish Border Without Reports, Press Freedom Index. So to maintain the credibility, means this is important, I think, to maintain the credibility of big organization who is publishing an independent report, that claim to be publishing an independent report.
Yeah, so essentially, I wasn't saying crowdfunding. I was mentioning crowdsourcing information, right? So think of it as on-ground journalists, and research activities is what you're funding, right? So we're on the same page there.
Hmm.
Are there any other models that you've seen to be attempted in this direction?
I can see there are YouTube videos who claim that they are independent and they are saying that give me on Patreon, like give me money to carry independent work. But we are not able to get who really are the donors. We just assume that they are independent, but we don't get the donors, means how many people are paying how much. So that's claim to be independent, but I don't think they are independent.
Interesting. So you could essentially pay your favorite news sources a donation for them to stay independent.
Yeah.
Interesting. No, that's a good way of looking at it. Happy to see an attempt like that. Thank you, Saurav.
Thanks.
I have one.
Ayush, have any?
Yeah, I have one question. What is the tech stack you are using?
Sorry, sir.
What is the tech stack you're using?
So right now we just made a smart contract and deployed in the Fala network. So as we go ahead, we will find out the technical aspect.
So you made a smart contract like in which, I mean, you made it in Solidity?
No. We made in Ink, sir.
Okay. Okay. Cool. That's it. Over to you, Manav. Thanks, Saurav.
Thanks,
Thanks.
Saurav. Thank you, Ayush. Thanks, Akshay. Next up is Shubham Kumar. Hi, Shubham.
Hello, am I audible?
Yes, you are audible.
Yeah, okay, I'll share. No, I think to drop down here.
Yes, Shubham, you can share your screen.
Yeah, yes, screen is. Yes.
Is it top right, bottom, on the
Yeah, I
bottom
got
right?
it. Let me just- I guess it's visible. Yeah, it's visible.
Yes, it's visible, sir.
Okay,
Your time
so
starts.
yeah, so I'll be doing the crowdfunding which was misinterpreted in the previous slide. So basically, like I'm no co-founder or something. I'm just a basic second year college student who like joined this Polkadot to explore more on Web3. So I'm also building a crowdfunding platform. So let's move on. Table of contents is not necessary. Problem statement is like need for personalization. Like there are a lot of crowdfunding source out there. Like there, whenever you search for a website idea, a basic crowdfunding pops up. So where can one play? Where one can play in terms of like what contracts are they using? Am I investing in a particular good project or not? Difficulty in raising money, there's lack of efficient solutions, and there's also risk of failure. Like what if a startup fails, and then what do I do about my money? So let's solve this. So I'll be using like blockchain technology, and also I plan to introduce like whatever transactions have been made on to a particular campaign, they can all users can see the proper graphs kind of thing, but that's also for future aspects, so that the user can see that, oh, so and so investors have already invested in this. There have been huge amount of investments coming on, so that kind of thing I'm planning to integrate in this. So now introduction, let's see this one. So this would what the dashboard would look like. Like, oh, these are all the campaigns, and then that's the create campaign button, and then this would help. I also use Thorbit, which was very easy to like deploy my smart contract on, and also it gave me a pretty handy tools for that. And I wrote the code in Solidity as like I have attended a few Web3 seminars in that also. So here you can see like the donators, 6 days left, and they have raised these many backups on campaign. So like all we are all familiar with this MetaMask wallet, like, and now we'll start a campaign. This when okay, I skipped it. Okay, so let's skip the demo. I don't know why it's not allowing it. So why Fundverse now? Like we all know that Web3 is in a current boom right now. Like there are a lot of more opportunities. Let's take this meeting for example also. There are lots of good ideas here. So what if they need to collect money or get money from you guys? As पैसा किसको सही नहीं लगता. So a new crowdsourcing opportunity should be there where people can fund into. And also it's not like the only major players can pay commit here, like only basic. I can also invest if I just have a MetaMask wallet with active tokens in it. So let's move on to the Web3 entrepreneurs, like why it's beneficial. Like there would be a proper community build-up. Like usually you talk to a person like Shark Tank also, like you talk to a person and then you just pay. But now you can even interact with the community of investors. Like, oh, so you are investing in so and so, and like there's a more better campaign which is not available on our website. So what can we do? The community can engage, they can talk, and then we can help bring that campaign to our website so that they are able to get more possible. Also, this is not business revenue model will be like how I would be like taking a platform feature that अच्छा you want this campaign to run, you can pay a small fee here. Also, premium features would be like priority placement, like it would be on that search result on top of the page, custom branding, advanced analytics, like who are all our investors coming from, like what are their background, where all they have invested. So you can also get to the customer can also get to know about the investors. So next would be futures form like post campaign chat. Let's say our campaign has ended. So now afterwards there's no connection between them. So we'll be planning to integrate a chat model. Like even after what do you say? Investment round has finished. The company can also chat with the investors afterwards. Also, there would be charitable donations that, let's say, some calamity has occurred. They also need crowdfunding. In fact, they are the ones who need crowdfunding as soon as possible. So for them, maybe I would,
I'm
yeah,
sorry, but your time is up. You will have to open it up for Q&A now.
yeah, okay. So frequent donor rewards and then NFT campaigns, and then the last slide is thank you.
Right. All right. Thank you.
Yeah.
Akshay, Ayush, any questions?
Yeah, I'd love to understand how is it different from Launchpad's one to crowdfunding platforms that already exist in fiat.
Yeah, firstly, like I would be integrating a chat-based platform, like I said. Like usually it's just like you fund something and then that's the end of it. You take your steps and then go. But something like okay, this is not me. The background. Okay, so like in short time also, like they invest in certain companies and then they like if they want to improve something, they give their inputs. So it's the investors is not like the ये लो मेरा पैसा मेरे को इंटरेस्ट मेरे को शेयर दे दो खत्म. They also want कि मतलब मैं chat के साथ I want these inputs. Can you improve on this? Like after my presentation, you might also give me some inputs and that I can work upon. So that kind of feature I'm planning to build. And also there would be like a notification time system. Like even after the company has ended, the crowdfunding. So you also want to know what the company is doing. So we will also have real-time notifications like, oh, so and so company you invested in is hosting a live event. Like so and so meeting is conducting a workshop here. So and so company launched a new feature. On this company maybe got bankrupt or something, the real-time notifications would also be there, like I mentioned. But these are all for future scope. That's what I was thinking. And also the crowdsourcing thing, it's like basically the idea is all same. It all depends on the user experience. How easy is it for the VCs to search for a particular campaign? What filters do we have? How easy the payment process is, and how easily is it for the startup companies to get their money and you who are all investing in it.
Got it. Thanks, Shubham.
Ayush, any questions for Shubham?
No question from my side. Thanks, Shivam.
Thanks, Shubham.
Thank you.
Moving on to our next team, which is MetaQuity.
Hi guys, can you hear me? Am I audible?
Just a
Yes,
minute.
I can hear you.
Next up is Sarvagya.
Hey everyone,
Hi, Sarvagya. Hey.
I'm
Alright,
sharing.
Sarvagya.
Yes,
Yes,
I'm
please share
sharing
your
my
screen.
screen. I hope it is visible.
Yes, it's visible, Sarvagya, and your time starts now.
Perfect. Let's move into what I'm building. So I'm building a trustless password manager, which I call FacePass. So it's a trustless and highly secure password manager, mobile first app that helps individuals store their account credentials, bank card details, and sensitive notes securely without trusting any central entity. A bit about me. So I have founded a service-based startup in the past. I have published around 4 mobile apps on Google Play Store. Here are a few of my skills, and I do have a 9 months of internship experience in software development and entrepreneurship. Let's move to the problem which I am solving. So in the current market, users store their highly sensitive data in centralized password management solutions for which they have to trust a central entity. And those central entities come with some cons, which are single point of failure. So if a company gets hacked, all of the users' data is compromised. And this is because all of the passwords that are stored are in a single database of which is controlled by the company. Data breaches, centralized password managers, apps, they are often targeted by hackers, and this is because they contain very sensitive and large amount of sensitive data, and for example, passwords, credit card numbers, etc. Then vendor lock-in. Users are locked into using the password manager company's software. If the company goes out of business or it changes its terms of service, users may lose access to their passwords. And then privacy concerns. Centralized password manager apps collects a lot of data about their users. Then this can be used to track their online activity and can be used for advertisements as well. And this is the solution which I'm providing. Here's the FacePass app. When the user signs up, he would be able to scan his face and would be able to enter a master password. The face of the user will act as a username. And here's how the user signs in. The app detects the user by his face, and master password will allow the user to log in. Here's the dashboard. User would be able to add bank cards, can be able to add all the details of the cards, credit card number, credit card type, etc. And this is how his card will be shown. The user would also be able to add credentials. For example, if you have a Google account, you can add your username and password as well for that account. User would be able to add sensitive notes as well. It's a great alternative for Google Keep. It doesn't have any security biometrics and authentication stuff. So we are providing that solution. And here's how your note will be displayed. Let's move to the features of the app. The app has a dedicated and highly accurate facial recognition biometrics for accessing the data via the FacePass app. It has client-side encryption. So basically, user enters their data on the client. The data will be encrypted and will move to the decentralized storage. I'm using Crust Network Parachain, which provide decentralized storage solutions. And this encrypted data will move to this decentralized storage and will be stored for the user to access from any of his device via FacePass app. And I am using dedicated 3D facial mesh face recognition biometrics. If I talk about the default system biometrics or for Android, it doesn't use 3D facial mesh.
I am sorry, Sarvagya, your time is up. I will open it for questions.
Yeah, sure.
Thank you.
I just want to add that I'll be using a freemium model, and here are a few of our competitors as well.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yes. Akshay, Ayush, any questions for him?
Yeah, Sarvagya, I think one of the questions that I had was, it seems like, there is only one user account possible per face, right? In the Web3 space, we, all of us have, a lot of wallet accounts. So you're probably looking at, changing that pattern altogether. So would that be a
Definitely.
problem in your mind?
No, I don't think that would be a problem. It's just a implementation part. I think that would easily be implemented. I can create the unique user ID would be given to a user, or maybe a wallet can be connected, and that wallet can be attached to a user's face. So that won't be a problem. Multiple accounts, multiple wallets can be attached to a same face. So that won't be a problem.
No, but the idea is that, a lot of people would not want to, so I don't want to give data point anywhere that 20 of my wallets belong to me, right? Can you prevent that from happening? But is this going to be protected data on a username level as well?
Yes, username would, like, as I said, ki username can be like the wallet address of the person, of the user. So in that, for every particular user, for every particular wallet, there can be multiple faces that can be attached, and that face data will also be encrypted. And when this encrypted data will be stored on the decentralized storage, and when the user tries accessing the app, it will get the data from the decentralized app, and it will decrypt it, and it will be able to authenticate the user.
Got it. Thanks, Sarvagya.
Sarvagya, what is the tech stack you're using?
I'm using Flutter for this. I did that so that I would be able to launch iOS app as well, along with web app as well, using Flutter for front end, right? And for backend, I'm using Crust Network, which is a parachain of the Polkadot network. And
Okay.
for encryption, I'm using RSA encryption algorithm.
Okay. Thanks, Sarvagya.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Sarvagya. All right. The next person here is Saurabh.
Hi,
Hi, Saurabh.
hi Manav. Hi everyone. Are you guys able to see my screen and am I audible properly?
Yes, Saurabh, we can see your screen and you're audible. I'm starting your timer now.
So hi everyone. Today I'm presenting my project on CBDC auditing model, a privacy preserving CBDC auditing model. So today we're going to discuss about problem, solution, features, market size, demo, and the conclusion. So the central banks want to keep track of digital money transaction using CBDC while respecting user privacy. However, the traditional auditing methods might reveal the user's personal information, which leads to privacy concerns. So we need a solution for that so that our users' data will not be compromised. So we are proposing a privacy preserving CBDC auditing model based on innovative Polkadot solution. So this model ensures like the privacy with the use of the pedestrian commitment scheme, which is similar to like a locking data in a secure box. So the central banks can verify the fairness of the transaction without seeing any sensitive details of the users. Also, the interoperability of the Polkadot ensures that audit can be conducted across various CBDC networks seamlessly. So these are the key features using Polkadot. The first one is confidential auditing. So the transactions are stored on the Polkadot using encrypted commitments. And the other one is interoperability. It means that CBDC on different networks can still be audited securely through the same model. Also, there is no need for any separate storage solution like in Filecoin, which can easily be done in Polkadot, and also immutable records, like which are secure and tamper-proof in Polkadot. So talking about the existing competitor, like CBDC has two means of competitor. Direct, the goal of the stable coin is the stable coin and the cryptocurrencies, which have similarities like using blockchain technologies. So the goal of the stable coin is to keep the same price in a given currency while maintaining stability. But the CBDC worth is same as traditional form of currency. And also indirect competitors like money services. So the differences are that there are different kind of issuers like private companies. So we might fear that they can sell our data. So that is like a level of trust and stability is not there. So going to the blockchain framework, we have one P2P network where all the transactions take place, followed by the global ledger, an application which ties together central bank, commercial bank, and the user. So now we're going to talk about the pedestrian commitment scheme, where commitment scheme is a cryptographic primitive functions which allow one to choose the value which keep hidden from others. So in the above example, like we can see the committer, Karabo, commit a value to a receiver, Rabia, without revealing the value into the certain moment of time. So we have like three phases here, the setup, com, and open. So in the setup phase, the larger prime number n with public generate the G, H, and N. And in the com phase, committer Karabo creates a commitment C from the transaction value V and the random factor R using this given equation. So finally, like Karabo can send V and R committed values to Rabia, and in the open phase, the third phase, Karabo sends V and R to Rabia, and if it matches to the committer, so the transaction will be approved. So now we're gonna talk about our audit process in here. So the audit process is like the transaction between the commercial banks are subject to verification, included the proof of balance and proof of asset. Suppose the bank I and bank J are transferring the funds. So when conducting an audit, the central bank accesses the ledger to retrieve the committed values associated with the specific banks. So the central bank requested the V and R values from the bank under the audit. Using these provided values, the central bank commutes the commitment using the pedestrian commitment scheme. So this process enables the central bank to validate the bank's record without accessing our private information. So here is our team, myself, front-end web developer, specialized in React, and Maruti is a student who is pursuing the BTech. And the conclusion, like we successfully implemented a model using blockchain architecture in conjunction with pedestrian commitment scheme. These are the references we have used. Thank you so much. Yep.
Yes. Oh, questions, please.
Yep. Hi.
Akshay, Ayush, questions?
No question from my side.
Akshay?
Nothing from my end as well.
All right. Thank you, Saurabh.
Thank you so much. Bye.
Right. Next up is Gaurav from Metacraft.
Okay, am I audible and visible?
Yes, Gaurav, you're audible. You may share your screen.
Yeah, is my screen visible?
Yes, it's visible.
So, hey everyone, I'm Gaurav and I'm co-founder and CTO at Metacraft. I'm gonna pitch Metacraft itself. So, I started my journey as a tech enthusiast, got into AI/ML development, created AI/ML models with more than 1 million users, did IT consultancy, and while doing IT consultancy, with some Web3 products, I realized that metaverse has a huge potential out there, but and it can disrupt a lot of fields like education, commerce, and gaming, and a number of others. But still, the growth of metaverse was hampered, and it's pretty slow. So, what was the issue? And I found out that all the current creator solutions out there, they are very, very difficult to use. They have steep learning curves. They limit the creativity. They have high fees, and then the ownership of the assets doesn't ties to the creator themselves, and creators end up just paying commissions and losing their assets ultimately. So what we did, we started to create Metacraft, which allows anyone to create and launch their 3D worlds in few simple minutes. And it's like this: just buy, build, and publish and mint. So it's just a three-step process using which you can create a first metaverse and publish it and let users mint it. So it's very simple, and I'm gonna give you a demo of my product. So basically, what Metagraph does, Metagraph provides 500,000 plus 3D assets to creators, and they can use it to increase their creativity 3 times. And it's a very simple tool, and users end up paying 0% commissions because they own their virtual worlds as NFT in their wallet. So we released our early access applications like a month ago, and we got 3,000 plus early access applicants. 200 plus pilot users were onboarded, and already 24 ecosystem partners are there. But the competition looks like this. So there is Spatial and IMView, which are our major competitors out there. IMView has more than 1 billion assets on it, and Spatial also has the same numbers. So it's a pretty big market with around $620 billion of total addressable market, which is around gaming, 3D assets, and real estate, e-commerce, and a number of other things where 3D and AR/VR is involved. But our focus is only on the $10 billion, which revolves around experiences and product showcases. So the team building this product is Abhishek. He has 4 years plus experience. He is managing our business development, growth, and community. And I myself oversee product growth, product strategies, and innovations. And I'm leading as the CTO. While we have Loken, who has more than 5 years of developers experience, and he is leading the product development, the technological development, and other aspects of it. So yeah, we are open for questions.
Ayush, do you want to go first?
Yeah, I have only one question here. How are you using the Polkadot ecosystem?
So the Polkadot ecosystem is basically it allows us to mint the NFTs and publish it on chain. So the use case is pretty simple. It's just to make sure the ownership lies to the creator itself. So it's just minting the contracts and putting it on the marketplace for sale.
Yeah, but like, I mean, did you make any blockchain on the Polkadot? Or I still don't
No,
get like how
we are
you.
not building a blockchain on Polkadot. We are already using pre-built parachains. The main
Sorry,
Polkadot chain, and we have already
which
integrated
parachains you're using? Sorry.
Moonbeam.
Okay. What do you actually have?
Hey, got one compliment that I was going to start with is that I feel the idea of giving the ability to the user to create 3D with a tied in way to monetize through NFTs or tokens. I think that match is a very well suited match. So compliment on you to take that direction. I'd love to
Thanks a lot.
understand what will be the key, uh, you know, can you mute yourself, Gaurav, once? Yeah. Yeah. So, will you be able to share what will be the key hook to getting the user? Would it be to monetize their 3D environments, or would it be to create their 3D environments?
Okay, so just let me take you here. So this is like our business model. Like we charge $99 from creators for an annual fee, and when we have a sale of assets along with some brand or creators, like a brand or idol is creating something, and we do a sale along with him, then we have some pretty small commissions. Rest everything like belongs to the user itself. To getting the user onboarded, most of the creators out there are beginners, right? They are still learning, and because metaverse and gaming is still a thing which is beginning, I believe it's still at the starting point and it will grow tremendously. So as most of them are beginners, they're looking around for tools which lowers the amount of development time. Like I myself can create a metaverse in 20 minutes using my tool. So even if it's a beginner who has no idea of 3D assets or anything, he can take 2-3 hours and his first metaverse will there, and the ownership will also like him. So I believe that's the greatest hope we are going to have, and that's why most of the creators are going to come here.
Got it. Got it. Hey, so from a go-to-market strategy, how are you looking to get more users? I did see a mention of, I think, 3,000 users
Mhm.
that are signed up already, right? How did you
Mhm.
achieve that, and how do you intend to scale that with time?
So it was a very communicative approach. We, collaborated with various ecosystems and communities. We just explained them our products, and they, out of interest, they onboarded it. And the go-to-market is, we are initially targeting the Southeast Asian market. Southeast Asian market itself is valued at $10 billion when it comes to gaming and metaverse. And we have more than 2 million developers and creators out there, and they have issues with buying, as they have a very little buying power. They are not able to buy high-end plugins which Unreal, Unity, and everyone else has. So what they tend to use, they tend to have something which is budgeted as it's easy to use, because they have limited competition power itself. So our editor runs on web. It doesn't need high-end PCs or high-end laptops. So it's pretty affordable. So we are just going to market these features, and using these feature marketing and product marketing itself, uh, we are going to hook the market.
Got it. Got it, Gaurav. I think I have all my questions answered. Good presentation.
Thanks a lot.
Ayush, you have any questions for him?
I'm not able to fit in.
You said no question?
Yeah, no question from my side. Thanks for it.
Okay,
Okay,
perfect. Thank
thanks
you,
guys.
Gaurav.
Thanks for your time.
Guys, thank you. Guys, let's take a quick 5-minute break. We all can freshen up, have some water, and we'll resume in 5 minutes. It's been long 2.5 hours. I'm sure the judges can also take a quick 5-minute break. Does that work, Ayush and Akshay, for you guys?
Yes, Manav. Thank you.
Thank you, guys. We'll resume in 5 minutes.
Am I audible? I doesn't hear anything from you, from your side. Can you hear me?
Yes, Manoj, we can hear you.
Great. Right now only I can hear your voice right now. So can I start my presentation right now?
Manav, can
Hello?
we start?
Chill. Let take some time. Good things takes time. Mr. Akshay, can you hear my voice right now? Is it fine for you?
Yes, Manoj, it's fine for me.
As I thought, Mr. Manoj doesn't get some. I didn't hear from his voice. That's why I'm asking to you. Okay, cool. No worries. So let's wait for him, and I'll make some presentation with the presence of him.
Sure.
Cool.
Hello, am I audible, everyone?
Great, bro. Right now I can
Hello.
hear your voice right now. Yeah, it's audible.
Yeah.
It's quite good.
All right. Thank you. Thank you, guys.
Okay, cool.
All right.
Mr. Manav,
All right.
can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Can you share the screen?
Yeah, cool. Right now I start my presentation right now. So let me start my screen and yeah, okay. Can you able to screen right now? Is it fine?
Yes, we can see your screen.
Yeah, okay, cool. Let me start my presentation right now. So hello everyone and good evening to all the people who are present here. Let me give you a small intro about myself. I'm Manoj Kumar and
Wait,
your
sorry, Manoj, we
Oh,
can't
sure.
see your PPT yet. I'm sorry,
Oh.
but your PPT is not visible.
Okay, chill. Just wait, I'll make it. So now you can see, right? So now can you able to see my screen?
No, I think we've
Akshay,
yeah,
Akshay,
now we can.
yes. Now we can. No.
Now also fine?
Yeah, but I think
Yes, now it's
seeing it
fine.
as a yeah, now it's good.
Now it's good, right?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Well, great. Thank you for your patience right now. So can I start my presentation right now?
Yes, you can.
Yes, you can start.
Yeah, good. Good evening and very happy to present my idea right now here. And let me give a small intro about me. I'm Manoj Kumar. I'm a student of physics and currently I'm pursuing the physics. So at the same time, I'm an independent blockchain educator and trainer. Currently, I get the certificate of a certified blockchain practitioner from the UK. At the same time, I give a small solution about to the people which are facing to the current scenario right now. In simple, it's just a small idea, but it's powerful, I swear. So right now, my idea is nothing but it's called educational platform that's called a Learn Polkadot with the integration of artificial intelligence and Web3. So this is the name of my project, and let's go deeper. So currently, let me give a small statement about what's the problem currently going on in India. I repeat, in India. One thing is, we have more developers. I repeat, we have more developers, but unfortunately, there's more of the developers are the independent learners. At the same time, they are spending their time and money in a huge level, and that results we are having the lack of developers in India for the currently or the software development market. So it's a small problem right now. So what the thing I'm doing is to create an educational platform for learning the Polkadot with the help of the AI and Web3. In simple, it's just an education platform, but it's quite different from the other platforms. That means I'm adding to the integration of the AI and Web3. So why? So there's a common question you can ask right now. Why you use the AI or why you using chatbots for the learning? The first thing is in my educational platform.
Sorry, Manoj.
Yeah.
Sorry, your screen is not sharing anymore.
Wait, let me give an alternative for you. So right now, I thought some issues are going inside. So I share my PPT in a different manner.
Okay.
So right now you can see, is right?
No.
Okay, cool. Let me do one thing. So now you can see, right?
Yes, now we can see it.
Yeah, cool. I think there's some issues on my Canva. No worries. I can continue the thing from scratch right now. So previously I stopped on the thing about why you can use the chatbots in your platform, the artificial intelligence in your learning. First thing, personalized learning. You know what? Every chatbot has their own history for the users. So that results users can use the track the educational platform. At the same time, they can use use of monitoring also. And the second thing is it's quite accessible from the 24/7 on the worldwide. You know what? We know the chatbots called the ChatGPT or Google Cloud or something that is 24/7 accessible. So that results learners can able to access the learning from anywhere from any point of the world. And third thing is it's quite an engaging platform. So that means they can able to engage with the human-based interactive. So that results learners or the people who want to learn the Polkadot blockchain in a good manner. And here there's a small side about why you can use the Web3 and AI here. So Web3 helps to monitor data with it, and it can able to help with the real-time data also. And second thing is integration of AI by using the AI algorithms, which helps to identify where the person get lagging and where the person can able to develop. And third thing is with the integration of these two things, it results in a dynamic learning, and that results we can develop more developers in our country. So that means we can able to solve the problem of the many developers which are in learning also. So right now you can ask the one more thing question like why you are giving importance to the Polkadot. I think you the legends all know Polkadot is one of the most powerful blockchain due to have the property of interoperable and scalable nature, and that results is quite important thing to learn in the future also. At the same time, solidity and technical proficiency helps to make our blockchain based products such as D apps or smart products in quite easy manner. So here the last and before the last thing is the features of my chatbot is it's quite interactive conversations. You know what? Many of the education platforms in India or the world are just recording a video and just upload it on the platform, and that result there is no interaction here. So here in my platform it's quite interactive one. And second thing is they can choose the learning path. You know what? Developers or learners are two classified. One, there's the person who doesn't know anything, and the second thing is there's a person who knows everything and they want to develop themselves from the platform. So this platform helps a person who want to learn the blockchain from scratch. At the same time, the platform who want to learn as a developer into become a pro developer. And third thing is it a real-time analytics that helps to where the person get lagging, where the person get plus and minuses, they can able to analyze this. And final thing is they can able to continuously improving by using the algorithms. That's why I'm doing. And the future developments is nothing else. First thing is I trying to make an interactive session also. That's just fine to computer. I show a demo right now. And the second thing is my future perspective is nothing else for global accessibility. That means right now I'm focusing on India, but in future I need to focus on the current world. And third thing is upgrading my AI algorithms that results they can able to solving the problem of the education and money also. To be honest with the conclusion, in India, many of the people are willing to learn the blockchain one, but unfortunately, there are less platforms at the same time. Very few people only they can understand the blockchain in a good manner. Many are just copying the code and paste it. And there is no interaction, there is no learning here. So let me give a small demo in front of you all. So can you able to see my screen right now? Can you able to see my screen right now?
Yes, we can see it.
Yeah, cool. So right now, this is the chatbot platform. Right now I built that. Currently, it's at the initial stage platform. So here in this platform, you can ask the questions whatever.
Manoj, I'm sorry, but your time is up. I'm sorry.
Okay, cool. Let me give a small demo for this also. It
Sorry,
doesn't take.
Manoj, we'll have to stop here and let questions come in. I'm sorry, but the time is.
No issues. We'll take it. Yeah.
Thank you. As Akshay, Ayush, any questions you have for Manoj?
Ayush, do you have any questions?
No, this is on my side. Hang on.
Yeah, so I would, I think Manoj, it'd be a good idea to show the demo because that will make it clear for us.
Yeah, great. Thanks for the way you've given to me. So right now, this is the chat. This is the place where I build it right now, using the OpenAI platform. That's also at the same time I give the data for nearly the 30 plus parachains data, like the documents also, and some of the data. So I just uploaded it here with my own hands. I worked on. So right now here the example questions are present, like how do I set a multiple signature account? What is the process of the proxy account? What is syntax for writing smart contract tree? So right now I trained this bot with the concept of writing smart contracts in Rust, writing smart contract in Solidity, and even there's another benefit is you can develop the DF also by using a single command. So let me give a small demo for you. Create DF on Payla network. So this is the prompt I'm just given, and here you will see the magic right now. So here 3 and 2 and 1, and that's it. You will see the command here. And in this bot, it gives us step-by-step instructions and step-by-step commands also. So that results developers or learners who want to learn the Polkadot blockchain quite easy manner. At the same time, they can solve the doubts at any time or anywhere from the world. Even though these codings are quite in a good manner, so they can use this as a template also. You know what? Just make a copy and paste it, or else that's also possible. But the developers or the people who want to learn the Polkadot blockchain in a good manner means this is one of the thing I'm building right now.
Got it. Thanks, Manoj.
Actually, this bot is doing too much of programming, I guess. But everything is in here.
Right,
Rust. Okay, cool. So right now it's complete. Yeah.
Mana, we can move to the next one.
So the questions are with.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Manoj,
okay.
there are no
Thank you so
questions
much.
for you. Thank you. We have
Yep, thank you so much.
Bharat here from Cyborg Network, who will be pitching next. Hey, Bharat.
Hey guys.
Hi.
Just give me a second. Hello.
Yes.
Let me share my screen.
You can share your screen.
Yeah. I hope it's visible now.
Yes. Yes, it's visible.
So, yeah. Can I start?
Yes, you can start.
Hey everyone, this is Bharat from Cyborg Network. So our focus is on developing a decentralized cloud computing marketplace using crowdsourced infrastructure that allows anybody to participate in the network in the most permissionless way. Think about the good old days of Bitcoin mining where anyone that had a small computer can contribute to the network and earn rewards. That for us meant true decentralization. But today, more than 50% of the blockchain-related infrastructure is deployed on centralized providers like AWS that poses three main problems. They're expensive, centralized, and highly regulated as well. And that is where we come in as a solution by offering the same service and experience at 1/3 of the cost while we're decentralized, and we give the user the full control over their data. So our product is a platform built on top of a layer 1 blockchain, which essentially bridges people with excessive computing power with the ones that need it. We are aiding the transformation from today's centralized cloud to tomorrow's distributed cloud. So we have two types of users, a customer and a provider. Let's take Alice, who's a software developer by the day. Alice can choose to connect a few of her old computers to our network and become a provider so that she can earn some rewards on that. And we have Bob, who owns a small data analytics company which holds sensitive data of customers. Bob can not only store his data securely, but he can also analyze it in the most secure and trustless way using Cyborg Secure Storage. So this is our business architecture where we have the platform connecting the customer and the provider. Like our platform offers services on a subscription model. The customer will buy our subscription bundles based on their requirements, and we'll be sharing around 2/3 of our income to the provider to ensure that there is enough motivation in the provider community. So when we have a look at the competitive landscape, there are quite a few projects that have made big numbers, both in terms of market cap and in terms of active users. But they have a few limitations in addressing, um, in addressing the user experience and latency issues. That is where we solve it by being an edge compliant company and also providing an interactive dashboard that the customer has all the data and control to. Cyborg Network is the first of this kind in the Polkadot ecosystem, and I've also cross verified with the Parity team. So we specialize by creating curated products. Like we have a specific product called a Cyberblock, which is a dedicated instance type, which is specific to hosting blockchain nodes. So how do we benefit this ecosystem? So we can partner with the storage parachain and create a decentralized Postgres implementation. We can also partner with a gaming network and create a decentralized gaming server, which can be used to host online games. While we can also like connect with the robotics network to create a message routing system, which can possibly induce autonomous communication between two robots. So currently we are mostly focused on the blockchain infrastructures market, which is a market with an estimated size of 725 million by 2026. And it also has a CAGR of 45.6%. By offering curated products to customers, like we are aiming at achieving 2% market penetration annually, which amounts to around $14 million. So we're actually part of the Substrate Builders program, and we're currently in quest of building our MVP, which should be finalized in a month from now. Like once the MVP is finalized, and we're also like currently closing our pre-seed round. Post that, we'll be starting our official milestone deliveries for Substrate Builders program. Our quest is to become a Parachain on Kusama and eventually on Polkadot as well. So we have a small but yet a very vibrant team. Myself with a bit of entrepreneurial and development experience as CEO. In fact, I was part of the Polkadot Blockchain Academy, the Berkeley cohort, which just ended a couple of days ago. And we have Krishna, our CTO, who has vast experience in building parachain projects. He was the former co-founder and head of protocol development at Invar's Network, which is one of the prominent projects in the ecosystem today. We also have Megha, who takes care of our business needs and community growth. So whenever you think of decentralized cloud computing infrastructure on Polkadot, remember Cyborg Network. Yeah, in the interest of time, I've not gone into technical details, but I'd love to share them if you have any questions on that.
Akshay, Ayush, any questions for Bharat?
I think Bharat, I was just trying to place the way you're executing things. I was just trying to understand, all of the computation players seem to be doing something similar, or did I understand it incorrectly? Would love for you to clarify.
Yeah, please go ahead. I mean, do you have a question in some sort of like?
Yeah, so I wanted you to clarify how this is different from the other, computational frameworks, because every possible smart contracting layer is a computational layer in essence, right? How is this different from all of those other things?
So we're not agnostic to smart contracts. Like it is like we're just trying to create a cloud computing infrastructure network. Like the same experience that you get while using AWS. Like the main problem is that even most of today's smart contracts and parachains, they use AWS like to a particular level for their own business use cases. Like we're trying to like mitigate that by creating a decentralized infrastructure in place. Like if you're aware of Akash and Golem, I think like our architecture is mostly similar, but like we have certain improvements and we're building everything on top of Polkadot so that we have this chat security, and using XCM we can also link it with other parachains and create useful utility within the ecosystem.
Got it. That makes sense. Thank you.
Thank you, Akshay. Ayush, any questions for Bharat?
You try to deploy on live Apache test live.
Ayush, your voice was not
Sorry, I
clear, sir.
cannot hear you.
Yeah.
Your voice is not clear, Ayush.
Can you hear me now? Hello?
It's actually getting a little distorted. The voice is getting a little distorted.
The same example. Exactly. Next question.
Ayush, if you like, you can even type the question.
Yeah, like actually we built our first POC on Astar in the student testnet, and then like when we evaluated our requirements, like we closely interacted with a lot of people from Parity, and based on their requirements, like we decided to move to a parachain development stage, and that is why we are in the chain stack right now. So like we're not a smart contract platform. Like we are developing our own infrastructure network, which is going to be a parachain. So it's a layer one. And most probably we'll be doing a zombie net deployment maybe in a couple of weeks. So we have, once our MVP is finalized, I think we'll have a zombie net deployment for testing it.
I hope that answers your question, Ayush. All right. Thanks, Bharat. The next is we have Aditya here from Reputex. Aditya, are you there?
Yes, I am.
Yes. You may share your screen.
Awesome. Just give me one moment. Okay, I hope my screen is visible.
Yes, Aditya, it's visible.
Great. All right.
You may start.
I'll just keep a timer for myself for reference too. Okay. Good evening, everyone. I am Arthur Kumar, one of the co-founders of Reputex. I'm incredibly excited to pitch today here and share what we've been building for the last few weeks. Now, I'll get straight into the deck. What is Reputex? Right now, as the deliberate nomenclature may suggest, with Reputex, we're trying to build an infrastructure that is able to curate and share quantified, measurable, credit worthiness as well as credibility within the Web3 ecosystem. And it is this core that we refer to as, Reputex core. Moving on to the problem statement, I think the reputation problem within Web3 space is fairly well understood. But just to set the context right, I'm going to touch upon like 2 points. Firstly, the entire Web3 space is pseudo-anonymous in nature, right? So what this means is there's a lot of uncertainty as well as accountability issues. And I also believe that this is one of the reasons of the Web3 adoption kind of reaching a bottleneck stage right now. Furthermore, the traditional credit scoring systems have several problems of their own and are incapable of solving the well-known, deep over-collateralization problem in the DeFi space. Now, our solution is built on certain principles. I'll be touching upon 2 of them, which is relevant to our discussion today. So the first one being chain agnostic nature as well as comprehensiveness. The reason this is of relevance is because here is where we hope to make the most of the brilliance of the Polkadot ecosystem and kind of basically ensure that the chain agnostic nature is well extended through the layer 1 and the para chains that the setup that does exist. Furthermore, the next principle is I like to touch upon is the universal accessibility as well as applicability. When it comes to applicability, I'll just actually talk about that in the next slide. But universal accessibility is once again where we hope to harness the cross-chain capabilities of Polkadot. Now, speaking of the key features, our scores are accessible on-chain and off-chain. through this particular bootcamp, we have actually beefed up our on-chain support, and that is what has been our focus. I'll be speaking of that a little further. Coming in tandem with what I mentioned in the last slide about universal applicability, here is where our feature of programmable scores actually shines through. So each partner is able to customize and kind of curate a particular score that fits best to their, whatever unique needs that they might have. In addition to that, we have SDKs and widgets which are published on NPM through which Reputex scores can be easily integrated. We also have added support for DID, which kind of extends and adds to our entire narrative of chain agnostic build and principle. Cross-chain capabilities is something that flows well into the next slide. This has kind of been a focus in the last 60 days here at the bootcamp, and we have already had support for 5 different EVM networks. We have been focusing on figuring out plans and adding support for Polkadot ecosystem through Moonbeam, and that is something that is work in progress right now. But what we have primarily built, and that I'll be doing the demo of right now, is actually the entire perspective of how partners can basically leverage the cross-chain scores to be able to kind of extend and have on-chain use of those scores and building certain features and use cases for it. Now, technical innovation is something that there's a diagram for this that we have in place, but I'll just, we can come back in the Q&A if necessary. I'll be getting into the demo of this. Just give me a moment. I believe this node's unfortunately stopped. I'm so sorry for this cause. Can I get one moment, please? I'm not sure what caused this. I'm incredibly sorry for Okay, that's extremely unfortunate. I won't waste time. I'll actually jump into the Reputex website. So if you visit reputex.io, we actually already have our EVM-based scoring that is already live. You can basically visit this website and connect your wallet, through which you'll get this particular screen that will show the Reputex score. And here you can get the complete chain breakdown as well as a score breakdown of it. So we have multiple categories as well as modules in these categories that can be easily understood by the user to understand where the score is at right now. Getting back into the pitch deck, so I think the benefits of reputation score is actually vast and innumerable, but keeping in mind of what we have tried to build over here, which really unfortunately couldn't demo right now, is basically the cross-chain capability of reputation scores. I'll just flat post the benefits and maybe we can discuss them further in the Q&A. First one being cross-chain voting in DAOs or delegation in the space of voting in DAOs. And the next one being interoperable NFT marketplaces.
I'm sorry, Aditya, time is up.
All right. Okay. That's fine.
Yeah. Yes. Akshay, Ayush, any questions?
No, just a compliment rather, Aditya. I think I saw this about 3 months back. I see progress. Good to see.
Yeah.
Action you're taking.
Right. I mean, we would have loved to do the demo, but I think I ran into some technical issues over here. But
that's all right. From a developer's perspective, I've stumbled upon the same problem somehow. Every time one tries to get to a demo, that's when it starts breaking up. So it's completely fine.
Right. I mean, I really appreciate the understanding of that. Any other questions? I'm so sorry, I couldn't hear.
Ayush, you can write the question down. All right, perfect. Thanks, Aditya.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Next up is Vishal. All right. Hey, Vishal. Vishal, are you? Hello.
Sir, can you hear me?
Yes, Vishal, we can hear you. I'm sharing your PPT.
So sorry for inconvenience, sir.
No worries. Is my screen visible to everyone?
Okay.
Yes, Manav.
So can I start? So can I?
Yes, Vishal, you can. Yes, you can start, Vishal.
Hello everyone, good evening. My name is Vishal Saroj. I am a computer science student. My goal is to empowering privacy to revolutionizing age verification with zero knowledge proof. Sir, next please. These are the problem with the existing traditional applications. They collect our data, they monetize it, and there could be chances of data breaching and lack of control data of the user. So due to this, it leads to transparency, and they use our personal data to advertising it and earn more money. So please, next. To solve this problem, I will use a age verification proof based on zero knowledge, which is simply a smart contract based on ink that allow users to prove their age to access certain services without revealing their actual birth date. And this can be useful for services that require age verification, such as online content, e-commerce product purchases, and voting purposes, etc., while maintaining user privacy and confidentiality. So please next. This is a workflow of my project in which a user will interact with DApp and enter the age in order to use some kind of services. Then with the help of ZK snark based circuit, we will generate a proof of the user which is in the form of hash. Then this hash and the user of and the data of the user will go to the smart contract. Then the smart contract will run a verify function. Then if the verifier function hash and the hash of the prover will same, then my smart contract will push the hash to the on chain. I use Manta network for that. So without revealing rather than revealing users data, we will just push the hash of the users as a proof. Sir, please next. With the help of ZK proof, we solve the problem of privacy, confidentiality, data security, and also we achieve efficiency and scalability in order to fast, fast and if in order to verify of proof in a fast way. Sir, please next. These are the application which I've used, which my protocol will use in age authenticate content, decentralized healthcare access in in a e-commerce website where the control of alcohol and tobacco purchase on the age verification. We will use data and social apps as well, and our project will use in digital voting system as well. So next please. This is the market size of zero knowledge proof in Web3, which is going to reach $10 billion in by the year of 2030. This growth is being driven by the increasing demand for ZK proofs in a variety of Web3 applications such as DeFi, NFT, and privacy preserving applications such as healthcare sector, digital voting, and supply chain as well. So please next. So please next. This is a revenue model. We will give a subscription plans, pay per verification, and we will give our API access to many decentralized application. And in order to verify a age of the user, then we will use blockchain tokenomics as well in order to give our token to the protocol. More the user will generate the proof. According to that number, our token price will increase, and we will do premium features to the provide to the decentralized applications as well. So please next. Thank you. This is me, Vishal Saroj, a junior blockchain developer. So next Q&A.
Thank you, Vishal. Akshay, any questions for Vishal?
Nothing on my side, Manav.
Thank you, Vishal.
Thank you, sir.
Next up is we have Nikhil. Nikhil, can you hear us?
Hello, am I audible?
Yes, Nikhil, you're audible.
So why Google, IBM, or Microsoft, companies like these are heavily investing in homomorphic encryption, which is the underlying technology behind heel chain. So hello everyone, my name is Nikhil Kumar. I'm a blockchain developer, and I'll take you through how heel chain is revolutionizing healthcare through blockchain and encryption. So meet Ayu. He's a healthcare professional. He's a dedicated person, and he understands the value of data sharing in his profession, and it solves many problems for the customers. But he is facing many problems in that. Problems like privacy concerns. He does not want to share the private data or the valuable data. Second, vulnerability and risk. The more he shares, the more he is vulnerable to data breaches. And third is inefficient data transfer technologies or data integrity. Is he doomed? Is there any solution for this? Enters heel chain. So heel chain basically uses blockchain for access control and harmonic encryption. What exactly is harmonic encryption? This is not just a buzzword. It is a unique encryption that allows computation even on the encrypted data. Now, you can actually share the encrypted data, and the second party can do computation or analysis on that without ever actually revealing the main data. This is the flow of the application. So he have to go to on the website. He can upload the data. Data will get encrypted through harmonic encryption and upload it to the blockchain or the on-chain off-chain model, and then it can be accessed by the second party. So just for the demo, let's assume you already uploaded the data and I want to access it. So I can just use the get function on the smart contract to access the data. Here is the encrypted value. Go back. And yeah. So the use cases. So this is just one piece in the entire puzzle. The use cases are wide. Basically, imagine what Tractor can do with a technology like this or something like this. They can easily manage and even share the sensitive data of personal records of their clients with other similar platforms, even while sharing, even while saving the security. It can also be used by insurance, claims processing, and collaborative researches. This is the simple front end we were developing. And the target market. Target market is basically two segments. First, companies focusing on increasing customer privacy, like even Fitbit-like products can use it. Online clinics we talked about. And second is data sharing in healthcare, pharma companies or medical researchers. The target market for digital healthcare is huge and ever building and ever increasing. And the target market for this particular type of implementation is also considerably large. And what is our revenue model? So we can provide subscription models and third-party API integration, and we are also looking forward to work with other healthcare providers for custom features. So this was the project. Thank you for listening, and I'm looking forward to revolutionize healthcare.
Thank you, Nikhil. Any questions, Akshay?
Yes, Nikhil, I think your direction is interesting, Nikhil, the way you're approaching it. I'd love to understand if you've taken inspiration from anything similar to this that has been executed.
I won't say that, but you can say WhatsApp end-to-end encryption was something that came in my mind. I thought maybe I can do something similar with computation, like you can even do something with data, like cloud data. You can even do something similar with that. And using that in blockchain is more better or credible, I would say.
That makes sense. Hey, have you checked with any healthcare side, businesses if this would be relevant?
Not as of now, but I check the competition, like what other companies are doing this, and there are a few companies who are building something similar. Some are not. Most of them are not using blockchain, but the encryption is there in the healthcare itself.
And do they have any takers for their solution?
Yeah, I guess some of the companies were doing good, as much as I saw.
Got it. Can you share any links here that we could look at, or can you take us through any links through the screen share?
Okay, I'll have to find that. I'll share in the chat later if you.
Sure. Please do. Just before, by the time this ends, do share the links.
I'll do that.
Thanks, Nikhil.
Thank you.
Thank you, Nikhil. Next up is Rahat. So I'll bring Rahat here.
Hey Manu.
Rahat.
Hi.
Hello. Are you ready with your pitch?
Yes, I'm ready.
Hi, Rahat.
Yes. Hi, Akshay. How are you?
I'm good. How about you?
Yes, I'm fine. Thanks for asking. Am I clearly audible?
Yes, you are.
Yes, you're audible. It's on the bottom right of the.
Sorry?
Yeah, I'm saying if you're looking where to find the screen sharing, that's at the.
Yes, I have selected the file slides and they are getting imported right now.
Okay.
Is it visible?
Yes, it's visible. Your time starts.
Are they visible?
That you can start. Yes, they are visible, Rahat.
Okay, shall I start?
Yes, you can start.
Okay, so my topic of today's pitch is VaxCard, a child vaccination records using Polkadot. So the challenges with the child vaccination records are they're mostly paper-based, and because of that, they get easily deteriorated. And because of various reasons, people deny doing vaccinations sometimes, and if they are required by the government at that time, they can forge them. And plus, since we have to give entire data, no privacy of vaccinee can be maintained here. So my idea is to have a blockchain-based vaccination record, where there will be major three participants, that is the vaccinee, the child or authorized vaccine administrator, and a verifier, which could be a government or non-government organization or any hospital. I'm proposing here to have 3 unique wallets because all of 3 are playing totally different roles. So here, what will happen after vaccination? The vaccinator will send the record of vaccination on blockchain as well as to the vaccinee to accept the vaccination record. And in future, if that record is needed to be confirmed at that time, any validator, it will get the transaction ID from vaccinee and the hash of the vaccine from the blockchain. It will send a request to the vaccinator to confirm the record, as well as in parallel, it will send the a confirmation. So a vaccinator here will follow this process. It will check if the request of the vaccinator is approved by the vaccinee, and if it is approved, it will also request vaccinee to send some additional information that will be a part of the algorithm to be executed. It will combine the record and some additional information, and then it will generate a proof using ZK-SNARKs. ZK-SNARKs works in that way, and then whatever is the result, it will send it to the validator also and the vaccinee also. So these are the things. So these are the various roles played by the three players here. So this is the basic layout. Here the vaccinator and validator may be the organization, so they can have their off-chain storage. There will be some limited information only regarding the vaccinee and the vaccination details that can go in the vaccinee wallet, and very minimum information will be there on the blockchain. So I'm here proposing a hybrid storage of data where the on-chain data will be the IDs of vaccinee, vaccinator, and the verifier. After vaccination, only the vaccine name, description, and date can be stored on the blockchain, and the proof of vaccination if it is generated in the future, and the hash of vaccination record, obviously. And off-chain data could be some data, vaccinee data. So it can go off-chain in the wallet of vaccinee. There's its personal information, proof generation approvals, and the vaccinator and verifiers data that can go off-chain. So these are the benefits. Privacy of vaccinee can be preserved. Vaccination record can be unforgeable, and there will be a secure. So that's it.
Thank you, Rahat. Akshay, any questions for Rahat?
No, nothing from my end. I could totally understand it, well articulated. I was just saying that I could totally understand.
Thank you, Rahat.
The presentation was well articulated.
Thank you, Rahat. Next up is Sushant. Sorry. Hi, Sushant. Hello. Sushant, you're not audible.
Sushant, we can't hear you.
Okay. While Sushant sorts that out, we'll bring in Hitesh. Hitesh, are you ready?
Hi, am I audible?
Yes, Hitesh.
Yes, you're audible.
Yeah, let me share my screen. Is my screen is visible?
Yes, it's
Yes.
visible.
Okay. Let me start. Hi all, my name is Hitesh and I'm a software engineer. Today we will embark on a journey that will revolutionize the way we perceive lotteries, a journey that promises to bring excitement, fairness and transparency to a tradition as old as time itself. Welcome to the unveiling of new era in gaming, the decentralized lottery. Picture this, a world where every spin-off wheel is free from bias, where every ticket purchase is infused with the power of blockchain, and where the thrill of winning is matched only by the assurance of integrity. It is not just a lottery, it is a symphony of technology and trust, and we are the composer of this grand melody. Problems. But first, let address a common frustration that has plagued traditional lotteries for generations: the haunting uncertainty of fairness. Have you ever pondered whether Lady Luck truly orchestrates the outcome, or if unseen hand manipulates the string? We have heard the whispers, witnessed the doubts, and today we here to shatter those doubts with a solution that echoes with the ethos of authenticity. Solution. Imagine a realm where every number drawn, every transaction made is etched into the immutable fabric of the blockchain. With the decentralized lottery, we are pioneering a realm where every spin is a harmony of cryptographic precision. Every ticket is a testament to trust. Our solution brings forth an era where randomness is revered and verifiability is valued above all. Farewell to the shadows of bias. With the decentralized lottery, winners are chosen by the sheer power of mathematics, ensuring that each draw is a dance of chance, untouched by human hands. Moreover, every ticket, every transaction is securely documented on the blockchain, forming an unbreakable thread of transparency and accountability. Features. So let's unravel the tapestry of features that make our decentralized lottery an odyssey of entertainment. The ability to independently verify every ticket and individual behind them. It's not just a ticket, it's a journey into transparency where trust is not just a word but a tangible reality. Envision a realm where equality reigns supreme. Our solution introduces a mechanism that ensures fairness, capping the number of tickets a single individual can possess. It is a century of equality, a level playing field for all dreamers. And there's a surprise in wing, the bonus lottery feature, where every ticket carries a whisper of anticipation, a promise of unexpected delight. Uh, Let me go to my this thing demo. Is my demo screen is visible?
Yes, it's visible.
Oh, so yeah. So basically, what we can do, like, we have a lot of users, they can buy the ticket. So one transparency thing is there, like every user can check the tickets, like if who user is mapped to which ticket, and like when we declare the winner, so we can, or like anyone can see like which user is which user is won by which ticket number. So it shows like how transparent our system is. So it is just a demo, and I still have a lot to do now in future. So yeah, let's go to slide. Market size. So as we venture forth into the groundbreaking territory, let's take a glance at the vast expanse of opportunity that awaits. According to Heralds of Market Research at Allied Market Research, the global lottery industry thrived with a valuation of 300.6 billion. A tale of growth unfolds before us as this market is projected to ascend at an impressive 3.8 compound annual growth, soaring to staggering 400 billion by the year 2031. Our decentralized lottery, it is not just a participant, it is destined to be a beacon of innovation in the flourishing landscape business model. So, for every each ticket purchase, a modest platform fee, a mere fraction of ticket prices collected. The fee serves as a note of contribution to the crescendo of development that propels our decentralized lottery forward. And when fortune aligns and a winner emerges, a gentle cadence of 1 to 2% from the price is reserved to ensure that our platform continues to flourish, offering in greater thrills and rewards for those who dare to dream. In conclusion, I want to say that in today's era, this lottery is are not just a game of chance, but a bastion of transparency, fairness, and wonder. Thank you all. If anyone has any questions, I will happy to answer that.
Thank you, Ritesh. Akshay, any questions?
Nothing from my end. Thanks, Ritesh.
Thank you, Ritesh. All right. Next up is Tejas and Rishikesh from team. If I'm not completely wrong, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Please
Hello.
share your screen. Hello.
Yes, sir. Is it
Yes,
visible?
Tejas.
Okay, so Rishikesh will start with it and I'll explain the architecture.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure. Please start.
So my name is Rishikesh Malani. I am a BTech final year computer science student. So our topic is a decentralized complaint registration system or portal. Next slide, Tejas. So what is our problem? So our problem statement here, in India, people fear to complain publicly. They think about what will people say, how will I complain. It is very complex process to go physically visit police station and register your complaint. So this is very lengthy process. So to make it the easy, we need to create a portal where people can register their complaint with the help of blockchain technology. Next slide. So these are the drawbacks or consequences of the current system. So up to 60% crime are not reported. Majorly are minor crime, but many of them more serious or violent incident. So people scared to go police station and register their complaint. So they neglect and don't complain their register in the police station. Next slide, Tejas. So to solve this problem, we come with this solution where we create a decentralized platform for the reporting crime anonymously. We offer the following features in that portal where we ensure that the identity of the victim not revealed, provide trustworthy platform for the registering the complaint. So these are the main feature of our portal. So next slide will be Tejas explain. Continue, Tejas.
Okay, so this is the architecture of the project. Firstly, the user will come to our front end, and then they will register their complaint on our platform. The complaint will be stored on the blockchain, and from that blockchain, we will fetch that particular details on the admin dashboard. And one major problem in this diagram is that there could be spamming of the complaints. So we came up with the solution that the first 3 complaints will be free, and after the first 3 complaints, we will charge certain amount of tokens, and rest of the architecture will be same. And if somebody gives any information about any big thing happening or has happened recently, then the admin can reward them with the tokens from that particular wallet address. This is our team, and this was all about complaint chain. Thank you, and we are open to all the questions.
Thank you, Tejas. Thank you, Rishikesh. Akshay, any questions for them?
No question from my end.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Manav, allow me 1 second.
All right, next up. Sure.
I'm just filling in the sheet.
Sure.
One.
All right. While Akshay is filling in this sheet, Sushan, why don't you try, sharing your screen now? Sushan, are you there?
Manav, I can't find the entry. Can you show me which line is it on the Excel sheet?
Sure. Sushan? I think so. He still has some issue.
Hello? Hello?
Yes, Sushan. Hello. Yes. You can share your screen and be ready. Akshay just need a minute. Sushan, can you share your screen meanwhile? We'll be ready.
Manav, I'm good.
It says screen actively being shared. I think I have to just rejoin. I'm sorry.
All right. Okay. All right. Tanmay, are you ready? Sushan again had some issues, so we'll give him another time or chance. Tanmay, you are not audible, Tanmay. No worries. Aryan?
Manav,
Hello.
can I start? Am I audible?
Sure. Yes, Tanmay,
Mm.
audible. Please start. Tanmay, we can't see your screen. Yes, Tanmay, you may start. Hello. Am I audible?
Yes, Manav, you're audible. Tanmay isn't.
Hi. Tanmay, you're not audible. Okay, we'll have to let Tanmay go.
Yeah, good evening, guys. This side Aryan here, founder Decenter Classes. So, can I share the screen? Just.
Yes, you can.
Mm. My screen visible? Oh,
Yes,
sorry.
it's visible.
Okay. Okay. Video is opening. Okay, no problem. Yeah. So, Decenter Classes, we are building decentralized tech platform, and so our mission is to bring more Web3 developers in the ecosystem. So, just a second, Manav. I think there's an issue. We have to sort it out.
No worries. Aryan, you may join again. That's okay. Yes, Tanmay, you want to give it another shot?
Yeah, am I audible now?
Yes, you're audible now.
Okay, thank you. And is my screen also visible?
No, not yet.
Okay. Now?
It's visible now.
Okay, thank you. So my name is Tanmay Biwal, and I just passed out my 4th year, and I had the opportunity to join Polkadot Bootcamp. So here I am with my product, Polka Fract. So this is a basically Polkadot-based digital asset fractionalization platform. So let us start with what is asset fractionalization. So basically, it is a concept of splitting up ownership of something which is huge enough so that many people can receive the benefits in the proportion in what they own. Basically, it's a very old concept, but we'll be utilizing the concept of blockchain and digitizing it. So let's see how those blockchain help in this. Let us start with the traditional fractionalization examples. So for example, we'll take real estate investment trust. It is a fund or a company which owns and operates in real estate assets, and the shares of that company are listed on public exchange, which are then bought by an individual, a group of individuals, or an institution. And then the income generated from the pool of the properties is then distributed to the shareholders. So investors may also benefit from the potential upside from buying and selling a portfolio. And the owning of shares does not give you the legal ownership of a specific sort of a building, but it gives you a share of the income generated by the assets. So let's come to the problem and the solutions that we can provide. So access to investment opportunities. So as we know that if some investment barrier is there, I mean the entry barrier is there in investment, that there is a very huge amount that needs to be paid, but that can be easily provided with the help of fractionalization. So what we can do is tokenize the investment so that multiple people can contribute to that investment. Next is the liquidity and secondary market. What happens is that if, for example, in the share market, we have a share and that is going in a loss, but we aren't able to exit from it because it has a lot of, we have bought a lot of shares. So there also asset fractionalization can come into play, and we can use it to exit the shares with a few shares in hand. Then inclusion of new asset types. So since we are digitizing the whole thing, we know that we can add like artwork and collectibles, and that can also be included, which was not there in traditional thing. Then how we are using Polkadot. What is the benefit of using Polkadot in our platform? So first is the interoperability and scalability. So as we know, Polkadot have parachains, and this cross-chain asset transfer enhances the liquidity and scalability across multiple asset classes. Then is the reduced cost and time. So as we know in asset management, intermediaries come into play that also want to own some profit. But since we are using a platform and a blockchain platform on the whole, there will be transparency. And as a result, we can just include the platform and eliminate the intermediaries, which will in turn reduce the cost and also save our time. Then comes the decentralized governance. So as we know that everybody needs to upgrade their processes, and Polkadot's governance framework empowers stakeholders to propose and vote on the network upgrades. Since people can vote on it, we can upgrade the platform in an efficient manner and according to the current market trends. Then comes the new asset possibilities. So since it has been digitized and including blockchain, interoperable nature of Polkadot encourages the wider range of assets. Every chain on Polkadot can consist of a different type of digital asset. And so the liquidity will also be easier and inclusion of a new asset will also be easier. Yeah, that's about it. Thank you. And I'm open to questions.
Thank you, Tanmay.
Tanmay, I think the proposition was quite clear. No questions from mine.
Okay.
Thank you, Tanmay.
Okay, thank you so much.
We have Sushan here. Hi, Sushan.
Hi, am I audible now?
Sushan.
I'm sorry for
yes,
the
you're audible.
Okay, cool. I'll just share the slide. Audible?
Yes, it's visible.
Okay, cool. So hey guys, I'm Sushan. Cool. Yeah, so me and my teammates have been focusing on this idea and trying to build or ideate on this specific idea. Basically, it's decentralized intellectual property rights marketplace, and yeah, so the basic idea regarding this regarding topic is that we are trying to decentralize the process of patent registration and also kind of democratizing the whole process of identifying certain ideas and owning your ideas. I mean, let's be honest, ideas can be stolen and like in social media, etc. in a lot of cases. So I feel like even in a real world scenario, whenever an idea pops up, it's like, of course, the one who is capable of building might actually utilize it and get rewarded for it, but the original person who came up with that idea might as well go through some unfair treatment. Though he or she came up with the idea, they might not get any cut of it, or they might not get any recognition for their idea because someone else was capable of building it. Of course, the one who's building also has provided have done their contributions, but surely the one who came up with the idea also needs some kind of recognition and must be rewarded is the basic core principle behind this. And also in general, for the general world, it's basically a way to decentralize the process of filing patents and also copyright management and intellectual property rights management. So the key problem statement is that in the current professional systems, it's expensive and cumbersome, like it's a long process, and a lot of times people shy away from filing patents because of the hazards and obstacles for being able to file it, and also it's not that transparent, and it's also hard to kind of verify who owns it and all those things. It happens all behind the scenes and etc. So to kind of democratize the whole process and also keep it fully transparent, we could put it on the blockchain and maintain a public ledger of it, and also make sure that using the properties of blockchain of immutability, you can make sure that it's securely stored, and also securely the ownership is tokenized for that specific individual, and also ways to transfer the ownership whenever they're trying to maybe license it or trade it or maybe sell it. And yeah, the market analysis that it's a huge market, and moving ahead as we're moving to a completely a metaverse and a virtual world where everything's going to be digital and very heavily focused on the internet. There's a huge market potential, and with time there's a huge compounded annual growth rate also. So surely there'll be huge demand for such needs for the futuristic world where they're moving towards a more decentralized and democratized world. The key features would be, of course, we can provide tokenization, and also there'll be a transparent ledger showing who owns what ideas, and it's also a public showcase of different kinds of ideas. And we can also create some kind of a hub where people with ideas who might not have the skills to build it, but can collaborate with people who have the skills, and they can team up and build great products to such a platform. And coming with Polkadot, the fact that it's interoperable, we can host it and lower the gas fees and extend it to multiple blockchains and simplify the whole process and make it better for everyone. And yeah, these will be the stakeholders. There can be different kinds of stakeholders. First of all, of course, there'll be some legal obligation that we'll have to stick to. So we'll have to, that's one part we'll have to dive deeper in the whole process of building the product as to how we can, speed up the process of verifying if it's a unique patent or not, and making sure that we legally follow all the compliance policies, etc. And yeah, so there's a market for that also, and also the general public for awareness and educational purposes. And investors who might be interested in certain ideas can directly contact with the ones who have come up with the ideas and make use of it and license it, and businesses, etc. So this is the basic flow that's our plan. I'm not sure if it's scalable, but yeah, to summarize, of course, the vault address will be the key identifier to signify who owns it, and also we'll take the actual name for our official documentation, and we'll take the description and put it on chain, and also keep it for display on the dashboard for all the as a public ledger, and also it can be showcased or just be available for purchase, or also for licensing, etc. So we can provide such options and display it on the dashboard, and also make it a global marketplace for such amazing ideas from all the individuals around the world. Yeah, that's pretty much it. So this is the revenue model. So there are like multiple streams that we can focus on, from small transaction fees. Of course, it'll be cheaper than the traditional way, but yeah, we can take small cuts of maybe submission fees and small transaction fees for the overall process, maybe the legal checks, etc. And maybe we can have some filtering for based on specific keywords for people looking for certain types of ideas, and certain collaborations with companies, and licensing and advertising certain legal people who want to work with different companies, etc. So we can create a whole ecosystem around it. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Thank you.
Thanks, Sushan. Lovely presentation.
Thank you.
So am I audible? Yeah. Okay.
Yes, Aryan.
Yeah. Yeah. So decentral classes, we are building decentralized edtech platform. So our mission is to bridge the gap between Web 2 and Web 3 developers by onboarding more Web 3 developers in the ecosystem. And we starting with the programming, and at the end, our mission is to become like Udemy for Web 3. And yeah, this is our main motive. So making education course an asset, so where everyone can learn and earn, and with the ownership they can with the having in the courses and staking in their own courses. Yeah. So these are the problems which I face personally, and like when I came into Web3, so I didn't find like particular structured courses which, like, I am very beginner in that course, so I didn't find the beginner courses particular. Then the no hook in the learning experience. So when I started with the learning any courses, so I can't I don't have like much incentive to complete any courses. So after once my course got completed, so I find very lack of mentorship. I can't connect with the best industry experts, so whom they can guide me better. So after that, diversification of the courses, diversification in the sense, as I said, like I am the beginner and I am getting the courses of advanced as well. So there must be a tag and category which everybody should like. If beginner can access the only beginner the courses, and intermediate courses, intermediate people can intermediate courses. So there's a very I also can't manage the time of learning analytics. So uh, uh, just a second. Yeah. So lack of learning analytics, you can find like I can't properly manage my I can't track the time of my learning analytics, and after that, like lack of proper assessment. So this is the main solution for us, like learn feature. We have like trying to more in the gamify section. So after that, you get the personalized courses and tradable courses in the sense of partial ownership, and they're staking in their courses. Learn to earn, mentorship roadmap, earn feature. There is have support builders and get funding and grant. So as a builder, and as we are onboarding more hackers in the ecosystem, hackers and builders, so they want to get the projects to be showcased in their particular niches. So we will tie up with them and showcase their project. So after that, like lifelong learning incentives, so the courses. So you have ownership in the courses, so you can monetize lifelong. And after that, you have bounty surveys, microtasks option, so where you can like test out your skill by going for bounties and surveys, test out your hands-on experience basically. And after that, like coding leaks is there, so we and I and Manav can play together to test out our skill, and the leaderboard is there. So we can compete with different students, and we get to know about where we can stand in the whole world. And after that, you can sell your ownership. So if you have having the courses in the ownership, so you can sell your ownership. After that, we have career options. Once you unlock the learn, you get the completed by learn section, then you got unlocked by the learn feature. These are the features you get as a learning earning. So sorry, and you get to unlock with the jobs and internships. So this is our target market: university students and professionals, career switchers and opportunists. So here's our demo.
Hello, welcome to Decentra Classes. We are a decentralized edtech platform where we introduce the concept of learn to earn in India. So this is the homepage on which we have various different sections on what all to explore about. So you can basically connect your wallet, enroll in your courses, complete the questions or the tasks you get from the course, and then earn rewards based on that. And also you can sell the shares of your course later on for a decent profit. So we have a broad variety of courses which are going to come on the platform, and you can just maintain daily streaks, and you can also get rewards for maintaining your streak. So you can just
Sorry.
hello, welcome. Right now we have a few supporters, and you can find these classes on Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, Instagram as well. So basically this is our homepage, and then coming to our courses, which is the main page for our platform. So we need to first connect the wallet. That is, we're using the Talisman wallet for this demo. So I'm just connecting my Ethereum wallet. So as you can see, my Ethereum wallet has connected by Talisman, ending with the address 72E8. And then if I just go to start the course, so we are looking at a course called Mastering UI UX Design with Figma for Beginners. So this is created by Preet Patel, one of our instructor. So you'll have all the basic data related to the courses, and then also the other courses provided by a platform, etc. So once you click on start course, it'll just pop your Talisman wallet because you connected it to it. And then as we are demoing right now, we are just not having any gas fees. We're just introducing a message called good morning, we're all going to make it friends. And then once we approve the transaction, the sign request, you can see that the course will be bought. So you can see the pop-up saying course successfully bought, and it should automate or mine. And the videos related to the sections, the videos loading on the left, and so you can just play the.
So here's our team. Like everybody has their individual expertise. So I'm the founder Decentra Classes, previously built Event.org. So it's also like a student-run platform where we have conducted events, and like 40 plus events we have conducted across all of the college in tier 2 and tier 3 college cities. So after that, Shrikar is managing our front end and managing the community. We have also started the community as well. So we have in the pan of 3 months we have built 300 plus, and we are working on more on that. And after that, Raghav is our co-founder and CTO, so he's managing all the tech lead. And Anjesh is here. Anjesh has lots of expertise in marketing and product development, so he's helping out in product development. So here's the size of the market. This is total TAM of 2 billion, and 400 million is SAM. And so we have like huge opportunity for we can obtain as a market. These are the competitors which we have right now. Direct competitors we are focusing more because they have similar model of learn to earn, but they don't have like partial ownership and staking. So Metacrafters has like sub company of proof of learn. So both are same, and BitDegree has like BitDegree has exchange. So he is also coming in the learnoverse. So he has also a tech platform. Other are all known as like LearnWeb3, Alchemy University, Meta School. These are the famous, and this is the future roadmap. I got the idea.
Aryan, I'm sorry, but your time has been up.
Okay.
So we'll have to.
Okay.
Thank you.
Aryan, this is good work. I like the demo that you shared, and I think the
Yeah.
direction seems promising. Thank
Yeah.
you.
Yeah.
Sorry. Our last pitch for the day is Akash. Hey, Akash.
Share the screen.
Akash, you're not
Yes,
audible.
please share your screen. Akash, can you say something? Your voice is very low.
Am I not audible?
Yes, yeah, but it's better now.
Is it better now?
Yes.
So we'll be presenting on decentralized email. So let's quickly deep dive into the problem statement. So the traditional email thing uses something called centralized servers, wherein all the email data is stored and it is fetched via SMTP and IMAP servers. So this is actually a single point of failure. So if this server gets disconnected for any reason, the whole email utility renders useless. Also, like the emails are provided by some providers, and there is something of the data security is not quite transparent there. Like every time I book any tickets for flights or trains, it gets automatically updated on my Google Calendar. So maybe they may be using some kind of parsing to read all the emails. So data filtering is something that is not quite transparent. Also, the data is tied to a particular account, and for some reason, if that account gets banned or disabled, the data is lost. And also, we have this problem of spamming in this traditional emailing scenario. So, I am proposing a solution of replacing the centralized server with a decentralized one, and hence the identity of the users would not depend on any provider. And initially, the target audience would be some activists and journalists. Like in some geographies, there is some restriction on which websites you can access. And also the privacy advocates who are quite conscious about how their data is being used, they may also be interested in joining this. And eventually, with maturation of this technology, we can extend it to enterprises. Also, as there would be no central server maintained here, so there would be a lot of cost cutting. And also the proposed solution should be easy to use, because that would be crucial in the adaptability of that tech. So what I'm offering is a censorship resistant decentralized email, which has enhanced privacy in the form like the users can choose the key from which they want to encrypt the data, and also the identity should be persistent. So it should be independent of any provider. So as blockchain technology has this address which is persistent as long as you have access to it. So this will also solve the problem. And also the data is user owned and not by some external provider. And also by removing the centralized server, we are effectively removing this problem of downtime of the server. And as we would be having some gas fees, so and some proof of work, so this would eventually reduce some spamming also. So this would be the very basic architecture of my application. At the top is the UI layer, and below it will authenticate, and there would be end-to-end encryption in form of keys such as we can use RSA for instance. And then below we'll have
IPFS, which is Interplanetary File Storage Server. So it is a decentralized storage thing, and then we will have routing and delivery so that the emails are properly getting routed. So email is quite a large market. So according to my estimate, it is a $7.5 billion market, and the target audience that I have selected for the initial phase, I think it is a $1 billion market that I'm targeting. So that was all. Thank you.
Thanks, Akash. Do you have a demo that we could look at?
Actually, I was developing a POC, but not quite developed the UI part of it. So.
Can you present it without the UI?
No.
What is this doing?
This is actually compiling the project.
Oh, okay.
Take some time.
You're calling the project as Dmail?
Yeah, decentralized mail, so it's Dmail. Oh. Facing some issues with that.
Akash, that's okay. I would love to, if you can get it to work, possibly, a recording of the whole thing would be great.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Maram, I don't know how much time would you have to?
No, he can send it out if you all right. So maybe guys, what if we take a day to share the results, or you would want to how you want to go about it? Okay,
Yeah,
let's just
this was supposed to happen in real time, then Mana will have to do it.
yes. Okay. All right, guys. Give me a minute. I'm ending the session, and we'll just rejoin back. I'll have a discussion with. Yeah.
Also, we need to have Ayush, right?
Yes. So just give me a minute. I'm ending this session. We'll start with the next one, and we'll discuss this. Thank you. Just give me a minute.